chat? What is good, chat? Welcome to another stream. As y'all can see by the title, we got some reaction content in the mix, so we're gonna get into that. How's everyone doing first? Rudo, what's up, Clay? Or yeah, what is your name today? Honor, Rudo, Reaper. Your house, my bro. Doing sorry, I wasn't here for a long time, but I'm here to raise with you again. Yes, sir. Is it circumcised? Yes, it is. Hey, Hannah, how are you doing? How are you? How are you? Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, I need to adjust my big screen camera. It's like off a little bit. Here we go. The name's Reaper because I'm about to put you 6 feet on. If I just grab your head and dash it on the steering wheel, you are not putting anybody on that. Oh God, if you don't shut up that mouth of yours, you ain't doing shit, boy. Siege after? Y'all want a Siege stream? Yeah, we could do Siege. I think I just put gaming in it. This one's gonna be, we're gonna do a longer stream tonight for sure. I want it to be variety based, so yeah, we could definitely do Siege. Yo, what's up, Soft Spot? How you doing? How you doing? What is up? What is up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream, chat. We finna get into it. We got some reactions, then we're gonna do some gaming. It looks like Clay put in Siege, so if you guys want to see anything else, just throw it in the chat. I will consider it. Soft Spot, I am doing amazing. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the chat. But yeah, you're a creep. Please watch my channel. Pretty please with a cherry. How you gonna start out hating and then ask me to do something for you? Are you mad? How you gonna ask me to do something for you and then call me a creep? Good, bro. Glad you're Gucci. Yes, sir. We stay Gucci, and you guys definitely help me also stay Gucci. How's the quality? Everyone can hear me good? The shit look good? Camera good? Before I start this off. Can we? Yeah, you guys are always saying something wild. I'm impressed. Yeah, bro, I can hear you perfectly fine. All right, big best. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alrighty, just the headphones for my big ass head. Alrighty. All right, let's get into it. So we got Will She Burn Him Like His Ex by UDY. If you guys don't know, UDY is a relationship tester. He basically sees if partners are willing to cheat on the other when put into a certain circumstance. Now, do I agree with this method of finding out if your partner or spouse is going to be loyal? Hell yes, I do. Have I done it myself? With cameras, no. But there was this time where I was dating my ex, or one of my exes, and I went out of town, and I was just curious, and I knew she had went out that night. I had no problem with it, but I know my homeboys were also at the same spot. So I called him and I was like, hey, like, look for this girl, send me a picture of her. And I was like, hey, it's my girl, like, you know, push up on her, feel free to not hold back, you know, see like what she gonna do. She ended up denying him, told her she had a boyfriend. It was very good to hear. I did tell her about it. She actually wasn't mad. But yeah, so I did run a little loyalty test once upon a time, and it did turn out good. Now yeah, I don't think I have anything against it. I just think that if you do it, you better tell your partner immediately. And shit, if they break up with you for it, that's also on you. You made that choice, so I understand the risk, but that's my take on it. But we have Will She Burn Him Like His Ex by UDY. Let's get into it.
Today we're replacing Roland's girlfriend to a loyalty test. We bugged this house with hidden cameras and microphones and came up with a pretty elaborate plan to help this man find out if his girlfriend Jess would be willing to cheat on him with another man.
What's your name?
Nigel.
Roland, brother.
Roland.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nigel will be the one hitting on Roland's girlfriend. For him to do so though, we had to get her to this house.
You recognize the decoy you chose out? You know, he looks better in person. Like, homie's all majestic.
Yo, don't lose the test before you put her to the test, man. I had to put you to the test, bro.
Now in his submission to us, Roland wrote, "I want to test her because I'm scarred for life." That stood out to us. What did he mean? After giving him a call, we understood.
So when we spoke on the phone, Roland, you said that she hasn't really shown you many red flags, but that also apparently was how your last relationship was too?
Yeah. It was going good until it wasn't. You know,
That's such a valid statement. Even my last relationship, it was honestly going amazing until it wasn't. It seemingly came out of nowhere, but now reflecting on it, there were a couple red flags I probably could have pulled for it. Hopefully that's not this guy's case, but shit, we finna find out.
he ended up cheating on me, and
I'm currently live on Twitch. If you're on the vertical view, it is gonna be down at the bottom of the screen, just Mac Daddy's in. I'm also live on Kick. If you guys do want to help me out, I am trying to get a partner or affiliate on Twitch. So, hey, all I need is a couple more viewers on there. So if you guys want to hop over there for me, feel free to do so. The quality is slightly better too. So go ahead and check it out.
yeah, I just want to see what's up.
How did you find out that she was cheating on you?
We told Roland he didn't have to share if he didn't want to, but his ex really did do him dirty.
Is it cool if we share? I mean, you don't have to, or would
What are them pills about? What the hell?
you rather share? Like, how you found out?
You don't got to if you don't want to.
All right, just to be completely honest,
I mean, if you don't want to share it, bro, you don't gotta share it.
I mean, we're adults. She burned me. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got y'all. I'll be paying attention to chat.
She brought me some antibiotics.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, and that was that.
Burned you, bro?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Burned? All right, so for my youngins in the chat that don't understand what that means, if you get burned by somebody, it typically means you have developed STDs from them passing on. And as you guys know, STDs don't spawn out of just eating some food or from just touching someone. You have to have intercourse. So that means his girlfriend cheated on him. I wasn't listening. Maybe he said this was before they started dating, but if they dated and this happened, me personally, I would have taken the antibiotics and never talked to that girl again. That boy tripping.
Are you clean now?
Man, I'm good. She told me before I felt like any of the symptoms.
I see y'all on Twitch, all good.
Yeah.
How? Like, she just tossed you a bottle of antibiotics? Like, thanks, babe, I'll take them like vitamins. Like,
Yeah, I don't think she would have told me if she didn't burn me, you know?
she didn't say anything at all?
Just like how we're having this conversation, like, you know, she pulled up.
Sat you down and was like, hey.
I wouldn't say sat me down.
It was going through your mind, because, like, having to think about, damn, in order to get burned, she has to sleep with somebody else unprotected.
I'm a pretty chill guy. You know, I was sad, of course, but smoked a little weed.
Brother, better than me. Damn, bro. That's...
People don't like to talk about that stuff, but
Damn.
that's life.
Damn.
Yeah, so here we are.
Can you imagine dating someone, thinking all is well, and out of nowhere they hand you a bottle of medicine? Yeah, I would be scarred too. I'm not trusting anybody ever again. I'm conducting way more than just a loyalty test.
No red flags is like a red flag.
Are you sure you're not bringing any of those past insecurities into this one?
No red flag is a red flag. Cap, do not ever think that. That is just called insecurity. If you have no red flags, then you have no red flags, and you should not actively look for a red flag. If anything, that means that you're a red flag. So if this is the line of thinking that this guy is using when doing this test, I can at least tell you for a fact that he's insecure, and hopefully his girl leaves him if he's gonna continue this behavior. I'm sorry, it's toxic, and she should not be held accountable for that. But shit, let's see.
Oh, they're right here. I'm looking at them. That's why I'm here. That's what, yep.
I respect the honesty, brother.
Another reason that you said you wanted to test her was because you guys are trying to move in together or something?
Yeah.
You confident about that? Are you second guessing it?
She must have done something.
Twitch channel is Mac Daddy Zan. It's on the bottom of the screen or in the description. Are you on? Oh, okay. I see where you're at. Hold on. Let me send it in the chat real quick. All right, big bets. There you go. Should I make an edited seed of anime and if anime character? What anime character? Naruto.
I have you second guess.
Well, whether I do this or not, stuff can happen. So just for some peace of mind, let's see what's up.
Let's test her.
I
Yeah.
think he's just really trying to get over that trauma.
I think that's what it is. Instead of him trying to figure out if she'll be loyal, it's more so, is she going to be just like my last girlfriend?
Which I understand because I've been through the same thing. You know, my first girlfriend cheated on me 4 times.
Same.
So I've been on both sides of the fence.
Fingers crossed. I'm nervous as hell, bro. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, babe. I just wanted to call and make sure that you're getting ready and you're going to be heading out soon.
Our plan for this test was already in motion. Earlier this week, Roland was able to hang out with his girlfriend. We told him to let us know when she was close enough to overhear this phone call.
Yo, Armando.
Yo, my boy, did you get the pictures?
Yeah, let me take a look right now. Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. Just, busy working. You know how life is.
It's a lot of stuff right here.
Armando was pretending to be Roland's friend. He texted him some photos of some things that a wealthy homeowner was donating. That homeowner's name is Kara.
She got some really good stuff, man. I think I saw a Nintendo Switch in there. I already have one, I don't need it, so.
Armando met Kara from recently remodeling her kitchen. While he was there working, she was cleaning out house. She told him he could take anything he wanted, so he took some photos and thought of his friend Roland.
I don't know if you want to keep it or not, or you can sell it, but honestly.
Nah, I mean, where's your husband's stuff at?
Nah, you know what? Honestly, she didn't send me everything. Worst case scenario, if you want to check it out, I'll be working close by pretty soon.
All right. What day can I come by?
Well, I'm gonna be working there on Saturday. We're doing some last minute stuff at another house close by. It's probably like,
I work Saturday, bro.
come on, man. It's free stuff. Like,
I know.
dude,
Oh,
take the day off.
wait. Hold on, let me ask my girl real quick.
All right.
1 second, bro. Hey, what you doing Saturday? Like, hey, Armando, do you get explain it just one more time?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So this lady, I worked on her kitchen.
If it isn't already obvious, our goal is to get Jess to come over instead of Roland.
Maybe you guys can choose some of the stuff to take.
What time?
I would say about midday, maybe between 12 to 5.
Hey, bro, look, she's gonna go get the stuff, bro. That's free stuff.
Hey, it's
We'll
free
make it
stuff,
work.
man. It's free stuff, make it work.
Where is it at?
Send me the address.
Yeah, for sure. If she is gonna go, I can meet her there. Just give her my number and then just have her give me a call.
With Roland's help, we were pretty sure Jess was
I'm gonna keep it real. The way that they set up these things, low key be smooth. I mean, they've been in the game for a couple years, but hey, come pick up all this free shit. Like, why would your girl not go? Come on, I'm going. Shit.
going to be coming.
I should be leaving the house in like the next 15-20 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure.
I don't know who convinced Jess to come more, Roland or these items. You see, there's a reason Kara was pretending to be a wealthy homeowner, giving away some valuable items. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
Damn, I didn't catch it. We're skipping that.
Hunter reached out and texted her some parking information. And
So-
20 minutes after that, we made our way upstairs to the control room.
There's only one way in.
I must say we can always skip up. We know the main gist, so let's just get to it. Hey, this is Armando. I just wanted to give you a heads up that there's a permit parking on the street by the house. All right, la-di-da.
Only and the neighbors get super mad. They call the tow truck company if you park in front of their house. That's what ended up happening to one of his workers when they were here working on Kara's kitchen, supposedly.
Oh my God, that would clear you.
That's just so satin black. It's tough.
That's cool.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Armando.
I'm just.
Nice.
Wait, chat. I didn't even ask. Y'all think she's gonna cheat? Y'all think she's gonna cheat? Wait, what y'all thoughts? Yeah, like, what are y'all's thoughts? We just need to see y'all, bro. Yeah, facts. We needed to get the initial. I guess I'll ask y'all once it comes up. Yeah. I am curious though. I think I'll put a poll up for you guys. How about that? I'll put a poll up the way you guys can decide. I I don't know. Based off of just looking at him and the fact that she burnt him, I think she's gonna cheat. Like that information alone already got me asking questions, you know? So will she cheat? Surviving corruption 101. You start from the outside, then go on. How I tackle this is exactly verbatim, especially with me responding on a local news station online, starting releasing it on. What the hell are you talking about? Like the New York Kim live stream that I did years back, and releasing on local, very least confirmation, something like the public time. What are you talking about? Cheat? She didn't cheat. What's up, 92? All right, we finna find out. Finna find out. I swear I'm hearing the beat right now. I don't know where the beat go from. Oh, it's tripping. Music was still playing. Oh, ball rolling, probably different music. The LA Captain thing was because. What are you talking about? Yeah, everybody hop over to Twitch. Honor, can you hop on Twitch? Can I make an interview? Yes or no, bro? Just answer the questions, bro, please. This is your first time asking the question. Why are you saying like I haven't been reading chat? Yeah, you can make an interview. But yeah, hop over to Twitch, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I haven't called the homeowner.
I said yes. Are you fucking listening? Are you fucking listening? I said yes. I'm finna say no. Ask me that question one more time.
Yeah, but let me give her a call.
Okay.
1 second. How was your drive?
It was cool. Not too
bad.
far. Not too bad.
That's good. That's good.
Hello?
Hey, Cara, it's Armando. We're outside. She just got here. One question. Hey, is it okay if she parks right in front of the driveway? Just in case she has something heavy to carry?
Yeah, that's no problem. She's not going to be here that long. I'll come get you.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right, bye. All right, she said it was fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, our test was in full swing. Cara makes her way to the front through the garage.
So you got the pictures?
I'm not mad, it's just irritable, and you're setting yourself up for me to start ignoring you. Like, if you're gonna send comments like that undermine the respect for my time and my well-being while I'm streaming, guess what? I'll just ignore your comments. Like, let's just be so real.
Yeah, he sent me over the ones that he, some of the items that he wanted me to get. He circled them for me on that.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. I don't know what she's gonna show you. She said she had other stuff, so.
Hello.
Hey, Cara.
Hey, nice to see you again. It's been a
You
while.
as well.
Cara
It has,
kinda
it has.
thick.
Hi, you're here to see the stuff.
I am.
Okay, great. Well, come on. Come on in, you guys. I know you have a list of things, but I have other things too. So I don't know if you're interested, but these stuff here in the garage, you're welcome to look through it. It's not, I just haven't had a chance to take pictures. Honestly, I picked out the really good stuff. You already know about that. It's in the backyard.
Yeah.
But I'm giving this away anyway, so feel free to look through. You're welcome to take as much. You're here anyway.
Okay.
So there's some, yeah, like I said, and then pick what you want, and then I'll take you in the back. How have you been?
Good, good. A lot of work, that's for sure.
That's a good thing.
It is,
In
it
fact,
is.
I have more for you, because I think my sister...
The wind just closed that door.
The wind or a ghost kept opening and closing the store. Pretty creepy, but at least it wasn't distracting Armando and Cara.
I'm happy that you like the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it came out amazing.
It did, and she came by, and she's like, oh my gosh, who did this? And so, of course, I thought, now she's in Porter Ranch. Do you go out there?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we'll go around the area.
So originally, Jess was supposed to only check out the items that Roland sent her photos of. We ended up adding these extra items in the blue bins though to help keep her here longer. We didn't know if she was gonna speed run through these items or not, so we had to play it safe. We wanted to give Nigel enough time to not rush making his move.
The timing could not be more perfect, Armando, because she's been...
Before sending in Nigel, we want Jess to believe our scenario. Cara does a good job pretending to live here and supposedly getting rid of her daughter's things.
Half this stuff's not even mine, it's Amy's. She moved out. And I told her when she went to college, I'm not going to be your storage facility. So
She is such
I
a
gave
good
her
decoy.
plenty of time, plenty of reminders. Come get what you want. She says she did, but you know, even though she said that, a couple months from now, she's gonna be like, Mom, where's such and such? I'm gonna be like, I got rid of it, but I'm just getting rid of everything.
Our scenario felt solid. It didn't seem like Jess was suspecting anything. Eventually, she finishes going through those first blue bins.
Oh, I'm so glad you're finding stuff. This is good. You're saving me a trip. Let's go look at the good stuff, the stuff you have pictures of.
So far, the only red flag was that Jess didn't take the air fryer. That was new in the box. Roland could have gotten 20 bucks off that.
All right, come on back. Okay, so this stuff, you should find everything that on your list, but feel free to take things that are not on your list. So feel free to, or if you know anybody who wants stuff, feel free. So, and this Armando, I'm really thinking.
She keeps saying his name. Just keep saying his name, bro. I swear I was picking that up.
Damn, am I sensing something going on here between these two? Looking back on it, it did seem like Cara was going in for that hug instead of the handshake. Anyways, Jess begins going through the original stuff she had photos of. It seemed like she was separating Roland's things first, so that was a green flag. In general, though, we just put some really nice stuff in here, including a Nintendo Switch. Yeah, Cara was just casually giving that away.
Nintendo Switches are not cheap.
But it kind of makes sense, though. I mean, it's a rich homeowner, you know?
Hey, for all Jess knew, that Switch's screen could have been cracked. We decided to put nice things in these bins, though, to convince Jess to come, but also to help keep her here longer. Little did she know, though, we got all the items from Goodwill. Well, except the Switch and this wallet. Hopefully all these nice things, though, don't end up backfiring and make her suspicious.
Oh, I doubt she's catching on. She's in her own world, like just looking through the stuff.
We're doing a couple of properties around here, close by. That's why, you know, I offered to stop by.
Yeah.
My guys are out there working right now.
It was time to move things along. We texted Armando that he was good to make his exit.
I would have to double check, actually. Oh, you know what? Actually, the guys are just calling me right now.
Okay.
So I can check on that for you.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a call back. And then after that, we can get together and talk about everything else.
All right.
Awesome.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Armando.
No problem.
Back
Hey,
to
Jess,
me.
I'm going to be stepping out. I'll just let your boyfriend know that, you know, you'll stay here with her,
I
okay?
just have a few more items to find and then I'm good.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting
It's
you.
nice seeing you again, Cara.
And then I will text you my sister's number.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me know, okay?
All right.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Yeah.
Armando makes his exit and heads to the control room. Luckily, Jess never saw what car he was driving, so there was no need to move anything.
Like I said, feel free to take more than what's on your list if you want to, because again, I'm just gonna toss it all. Whatever you don't take, I'm gonna toss. Yeah, it's my daughter. Most of it's hers. She likes to shop.
Oh yeah, Jess was good. She wasn't suspecting a thing. She was loving this. We still didn't want to send Nigel in just yet. We were gonna do so when Jess started looking for that wallet. It was on Roland's list of items that he wanted, but we purposefully left it out of the bins.
She didn't give you cheater vibes, no?
No, man. I mean, she shook my hand. She didn't try to go for a hug or nothing. You know, so.
Did you have to come far?
Not too far away. Maybe like a 20-minute drive.
Damn, she's looking like shopping. She's going through all the stuff.
Not real.
She's not looking at her phone anymore, so she must think she got all the things from the list.
Yeah.
So that means she came over, prioritized your things first.
And now she's really
and
shopping.
now she's shopping for herself.
Exactly.
Now. That's good. Green flag.
That's good.
She put you in first.
So your boyfriend knows Armando. Is that the connection?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah, he's such a great guy.
He's a great.
I have no clue. The decoy's in the room right now. I think they're waiting to set the wallet. I might just skip ahead. You know, like UDY dragging this shit out.
Tell you next decoy.
Since Jess was taking a while, we
Okay,
texted
he's about
Cara
to
that we
come
might
out
have
right
her speed
here,
things along.
so-
We told her to bring up the wallet if Jess didn't bring it up in the next 5.
What you're missing?
Here we go. Perfect. Bringing up the wallet.
It's in here. I mean, it's got to be in here.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't think Jess realized she didn't grab the wallet. How could she miss that? It's a Gucci wallet.
Oh, she kind of low-key scared me when she said, I thought I grabbed it. I was like, can we leave it up there?
Yeah, we would have been here forever waiting for Jess to bring it up herself.
Oh, you know what? My daughter was showing it to her friend, but of course, she didn't put it back in the bin. So I bet you it's upstairs. But what about the rest of the stuff on your list? Let's see. So you got the orange cup.
Yeah.
You've got, of course, the Switch.
The time had finally come to send down our decoy.
We can put some of this stuff in here, make your life a little easier. Is there another bag maybe you want just to put stuff in?
As Nigel gets ready to head down, Cara starts helping Jess put everything away. Not gonna lie, it almost came off like she was trying to kick her out. Maybe she read our text about speeding things up a little too literal. Jess still wanted to shop.
You got the good stuff. And then one more cup.
Hey, Cara. Hey, whose car is blocking me in the driveway? I gotta leave in a bit.
Oh, well, she's getting this. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Jess.
Jess, this is Jess. She's just grabbing some
Nice
stuff.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So she will be out of here in a minute. And then are you going to rescue your dad?
I am.
Nigel is pretending to be Kara's stepson. He was upstairs showering this entire time getting ready to leave. You see, supposedly his dad locked himself out of his car and Nigel was taking the spare key to him. Kara's gotta get that key from her room.
Just got to grab the keys,
cool.
okay? And then when I do
Appreciate
that, I'm going to go get the wallet too for you, okay? While I'm upstairs. Can you just hang out here
Yeah,
and wait for a minute?
Yeah, no
okay.
doubt, no doubt.
All right,
I got you.
all right. I'll be right back.
All right, Kara's coming upstairs to sit next to Armando.
And just like that, we got Nigel the ISO. Jess is already comfortable, so it shouldn't be too long
ISO?
before this man makes his move. Hopefully, she's able to stay loyal.
How far do you want me to take this? Like, what are your boundaries? Like, do you want me like physical touch wise, or you want me to go all the way?
If it's coming down to a decoy test, bro, push the pedal to the floor. Like, we gotta find out. I want pressure.
All right, let's get it clear. I don't want anything. Really, I don't want you to touch her at all. Do what you need to do. If it's not you,
Because if you don't put pressure, like, how you gonna know? Like, if you just flirt and then she rejects, that's fine. But like, or like just say one or two things and she rejects and you don't really try anymore. Like, how you really gonna know? Like, and then like, oh, there's so many different things. Like, you gotta put the pressure. Like, that's how you really gonna find out. You already are testing the waters of the trust with your partner by doing this test. You might as well put the pedal to the floor.
it's someone else, and I might not be able to see it. So whatever that entails, I'll let you decipher that.
So if I use it in my pocket, you and I'm playing, bro.
All right, he's not majestic anymore.
Good stuff, Kara.
Good job, good job.
Where you from, you don't mind me asking?
Not too far away.
Not too far away. So you have a far drive here or no?
It wasn't too bad.
That's about right. I just moved downtown from Pennsylvania like a month ago. So far, so good. I'm liking the West Coast, so I'm seeing how it goes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Damn, Jess was not talking.
The green flag is she hasn't looked his way.
Exactly. I was just going to say the same thing. She's not looking at him, and she's not asking him any questions.
Nigel was gonna have to put in some work. She was being very short with him. I would even say standoffish.
And then you really getting into those clothes, huh? That's not even your size.
It's like
That's a nice vest.
Yeah, Nigel was gonna need some time to break that ice.
How long you been out here digging through these clothes?
maybe like a good 10, 15 minutes now.
This all your stuff too right here? Did you pick out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, one thing I did notice was Jess stopped setting things aside. Hopefully this didn't mean she felt awkward or weird now.
So you're reselling the stuff?
No, I'm just seeing what I like and picking up a few items for someone.
She said someone. She didn't say her boyfriend.
She said someone.
Someone.
All right, now that was kind of crazy.
Is it bad that she doesn't say for my boyfriend?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're not acknowledging your
That's
man.
the only reason why she's there.
Right.
I do think that she'd look at him more, though. I think she would be looking at him more.
If she was interested.
If she
or
was into
if she
him.
was?
Yeah.
I get the someone concerned, but maybe she was trying to be private. I don't know. Then again, though, Nigel began asking more questions and she was answering those.
What do you do for work now?
I'm a nurse.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. I bet you got them long shifts, don't you? Them long hour shifts, Monday to Friday. What's your schedule like?
Tiring, literally,
Oh, yeah?
Monday through Friday, every day of the week.
This is the first time she's angled her body language towards him.
Yep.
You like what you do?
Yeah, I love saving people, helping people. I have a passion for helping people.
That's what's up.
Damn, he's tall though, bro.
It's either he's really tall or she's really short.
Nah, bro, it's these boots.
Zoomed in on the Antonio boots. Shout out my boy Antonio.
I plan on going back to school, but
I feel that. I feel that. You know, I wanted to go back to school, but, you know, I'm 32 now. So it's like, you know, my mental is not the same. So I should have done it before, but it is what it is, you know. I love my life right now.
that's good.
Anyway, did you find everything you wanted?
Yeah, I think I'm done here. She said that she was going to
Oh,
go
cool.
grab
All right,
one more
bet.
item that I had on the list just here.
I know it's hot as hell out here. You wanna go inside, sit down real quick?
Sure.
Are you all set?
Jess seemed to be done looking through everything, which gave Nigel the green flag to finally bring her inside.
This all your stuff too right here? Did you pick out?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, let me just put in all this bins, okay?
Okay, we did not tell Nigel to do this. He starts helping her put everything that she chose out into a bin.
I got you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure. She got a lot of these bins.
Like I said, this was just the gentleman in him. Jess made sure not to forget anything either.
It's gonna be those things right there too.
Oh, that too? I got you. You got a lot of stuff.
W gentlemen. W gentlemen.
After making sure he got everything, Nigel brings Jess inside.
I got this in the door. Give me 1 sec.
Our plan was for him to take a seat with her on the couch, so he sets her things down right next to it. I'm not gonna lie, this was honestly way better than him just bringing her inside.
Oh, you can have a seat right there. Isn't that better?
Yeah.
It's hot as hell. It gets hotter than this in California? It's hot as hell.
It's pretty nice outside today.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you say you were from again?
Hey!
Oh, now she's asking questions.
Pennsylvania. Philly?
Hey, Jesus. If your girl is asking questions, you are finished. Hey!
Pennsylvania?
Mm-hmm. So we get snow, we get hail, we get all types of weather. You ever been in the snow?
No.
You're not missing out on nothing though, so it's all good. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't like the cold, so.
Oh yeah. Have you ever been to Philly?
No, never.
Really? Well, you missing out. You missing out on a cheesesteak. You never had a cheesesteak?
No.
Really?
Never.
Yo, you never had a hoagie or a cheesesteak or nothing like
I
that?
don't even know what, I know what a cheesesteak is.
But you know a hoagie?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what a sub is? So a hoagie is a sub, but it's a Philly term from it. So it's just like turkey, pastrami, whatever type meat you like. It's on a hoagie with like all the toppings, and it's so good. But the bread makes it though. You know, if it's good bread, that's what makes the sandwich. What's the thing to eat out here? It's a lot of tacos and a lot of just
I was gonna
burgers.
say there's a lot of good Mexican food spots.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides
Man, I don't want to miss on anything, but
pasta, that's my
so low key taking forever. Come on, I'm trying to see the juicy stuff.
second go-to. I love me a good taco. Good
Okay.
carne asada or chicken tacos.
See me, I don't like tomatoes.
Oh no, me either.
You don't like tomatoes? Even if they're diced, like it ruins the whole meal for me. So.
I can only do ketchup.
Oh yeah, see, me too, and that's another thing. Ketchup on a cheesesteak. Listen,
Okay, that sounds a little bit nasty.
it's just trust me. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know.
Damn, she's talking.
Y'all do things backwards here.
Backwards.
Backwards, yep. Like but hey, it is what it is. I'm getting accustomed to out here, so
How long did you say you've been out here again?
So I've been in LA for a month and a half right now.
And you said you were.
She's my stepmom. Her and my dad, they've been together for 4 years, so it's kind of weird calling her stepmom.
Jess was talking to Nigel a lot more than she was talking to him outside.
I mean, maybe she feels indebted for him helping her bring all the things inside.
True. Give her the benefit of the doubt.
So where are you from?
I'm from here, LA.
No, like your family, like your background. Or are you black? Like what are you? Are you mixed with something?
I'm black and Creole.
Little Creole, do you speak French?
Not at
Haitian,
all.
no? Okay, that's what's up. I'm trying to trace back to my roots too. Like I don't know fully what I am, so I'm gonna do one of those 23andMe things to see.
You're not scared of finding out too much?
I mean, no, it is what it is. There's scary things going on in the world. I want to know why I might be Nigerian, I don't know, Cameroonian,
Right.
a little bit of
He low-key look like he could be Nigerian. I ain't gonna cap.
white in me, you never know.
You're right, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna give him 2 minutes before we send Kara downstairs with the spare key.
What you like to do, like when you're not working?
Because of work, honestly, I'm like always
At this point, she's had numerous opportunities to let this man know that she has a boyfriend, right? Like, females are not stupid when it comes to communication. And yes, he is being pretty friendly, but I feel like this girl should be able to detect that below the platonic composure that this man presents, that he wants something else. He looking at you all nice, arm out on the sofa. I don't know, man. I think Shorty is going to cheat.
Work at home, at work. When I do get off days, I just want to sleep for real.
No, I feel that. You work those long hours, so.
Yeah.
What
How
else?
about you?
I love to go to the beach. You know, I like to work out. You work out?
I probably should, but I don't.
You know?
It's like with all the working I do
That's your workout. You're probably walking back and forth all day.
all day. Yeah, so I don't even really have time for the gym or anything like that after I'm off. I'm like already so tired.
You need to work out because you look amazing already, so.
Thank you.
So you good, you know?
But, yeah.
Definitely got to travel though to detox your brain, you know, after working. Cause I know that's like high pace right there. So have you traveled anywhere lately?
Because Nigel was now having a good conversation with her, we decided to give this more time. Jess was definitely talking, but maybe it was all platonic.
She's twirling her foot though. She's twirling her foot.
Oh, I just realized this.
Twirling her foot.
That could be impatience. I'm going to give it could be impatience.
He's starting to low-key have like first date type questions.
Yes, young bull cooking.
What's your go-to drink?
Well, I'm not really a drinker like that.
Feel that.
But I only have a favorite drink. What about you?
Damn, Jess is asking a lot of questions. I get it, maybe she's just trying to be nice and just talking, but it's coming off a little interested.
See, personally, me, I'll make you like a sangria. Cause it's wine with fruit.
You'll make me a
I'll make you a sangria. That's one of my personal favorites. So it has fruit in it. I don't know if you like fruit.
I like fruit.
Some fruit. It has like a little soda and a little mix in it, and it's really sweet and it's good. It's like a summertime drink.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's giving poolside.
No, for sure. By the way, do you want some water? Okay, cool. Let me get you a water.
Okay, I think we should send you down.
If your girlfriend takes beverages from other guys, she's cheating.
It was now time to move things along. Jess seemed very comfortable now. I mean, she technically is just making conversation. She hasn't even flirted. So I guess it's all just been friendly.
Gotta stay hydrated out here. Here you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Kara makes her way downstairs to give Nigel his quote-unquote dad's spare keys.
Sorry about that, you guys. Here you go, Nigel.
Appreciate you. No
It
worries.
took me forever. I had to look in 5 different places just to get the keys, and I'm still looking for the wallet. So if you could just give me a few more minutes.
Well,
Her and my dad wanted the same. They always lose things and can't even find them.
All right. Just hang out here for a few more minutes, okay, Nigel?
I got you. I got you.
She's like, well, sounds like she had to leave.
She was about to low-key leave.
Is Nigel weirding her out? Do we gotta send Armando in there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my stepmom, Kyra. Her and my dad are made for each other. He's always losing things and she's sticking along to find it. But you know, it is what it is. You know, she's good for my dad, so.
that's all that matters.
That's it. That's it.
Jess might be getting impatient to leave, but the good thing was we were nearing the end. With his dad's spare keys now in his hand, Nigel was going to move things along.
I know she's taking forever, but are you busy or anything?
No, today's my day off, so I'm not really tripping.
So you don't have no plans or nothing?
No, I'm just chilling today.
Well, I gotta take these keys to my dad, but you blocking me in. You're not letting me try to leave.
You're talking about the car in the driveway?
Yeah, the McLaren. I see you want to keep me here too.
They told me to park right there, but I can move my car for you.
If you don't mind, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Bro, they're going outside.
If it isn't already obvious, this is why we had Armando tell Jess to park in front of the driveway. We wanted her to block in Nigel's car so that he could smoothly take her outside.
See, look at you. You all up in the way.
Your stepmom told me to park right here. Block this car in.
No, I should call a tow truck on you right now.
No truck on me.
Well, hold on. Since you blocked me in, now I need your opinion on something.
My opinion on what?
On my car. You owe me one. I need you to check out something real quick. I just got this last month. How you like it?
It's nice.
It's nice. You ever seen a McLaren?
The gold digger method. This is a level 10 strat. 10 being the last level. Good looking and good conversation. You pot this move right here. She's cooked. Chat. She's cooked.
Come here. Let me show you this real quick. Let me see how you looking at
Yes, Honor, you're right. The structured for this one is absolutely amazing.
it real quick. Come on, I got you.
I was with her up until this point.
I know you ain't never see doors go up like that, did you?
Not in person.
Not in person? Well, now you've seen it in person. Like it?
This is nice.
I can see you taking selfies now. I just got it last month, so.
I was gonna ask, is this your dad's car?
Now you playing with me. No, I just cashed out on this last month. You wanna get in? Come on, get in. Let me show you.
I like how the doors go up.
You like that?
Nah. She's going. Nah.
Jess getting in the car of a stranger is kind of wild.
Are you trying to kidnap me now?
What if I am?
The door? Well, my car's right here.
I'ma ram it.
Wow, he shut the door, but he's wow.
That's a big red flag.
Yeah, that's a big red flag.
If my girl got into the car with a nigga she just met, that's not my girl anymore. What you mean this man showed you his McLaren, told you that he just cashed it on it, and you thought it was okay to get into the car? Nah, you ain't Miss Uko no more. You ain't my girl.
It's crazy, but let's be fair here. This is what we were building up to. Our goal was to make Jess comfortable and secure enough to get into the car. Technically, she hasn't failed. She's just checking out a supercar.
You know what they say, doors go up, panties go down.
Who said that?
So yeah, they call this the Batmobile. Well, that's what I call it. My favorite part about it, I like the red seats, and this glows up at dark, at nighttime. That purple, it looks crazy on the red. So
Nice.
and the top come off too.
This is super nice.
And it ain't my dad's, it's my. So this is my dream car. So.
That's cool that you got your dream car.
Question. Do you think she would have gotten in if her car wasn't parked in front?
Yes.
You think she would have still?
Yeah.
But maybe it's just the car.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
think she would have gotten in if it was a different car.
She's going regardless. I'm not even gonna lie. She's going regardless.
I might do the Lamborghini next, but I love this. I love this right here. So. You like cars?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's all good.
So what do you do?
I'm a gigolo.
A gigolo.
Gigolo.
What the hell's a gigolo?
A male pimp, basically. Slinging D for money, basically.
You my next customer. It's like, no, I'm just playing with you. I run a home care agency and I property invest.
Nice.
So yeah, hard work, but as you can see, it's rewarding. I like it. So I love cars. I love cars. I love cars sometimes more than women.
That's crazy. I hope you let your woman drive them too. I hope you putting her in something nice.
If I had one, I would. My last relationship was in 2018.
That's a long time ago.
I had to basically unlearn a lot of things, how to treat a person. So I'm just chilling right now, having fun, loving myself, getting the things I want. And then if I find love, I find love, I'm not actively looking for it, but I'm not hiding from it either.
That's good.
So, so you say you don't have any plans for the rest of the day?
I'm just gonna relax. Probably head to one more store and then head home.
So what's like one thing you always wanted to do? Like out here?
Out here? I really don't feel like I'm missing out on too much.
Leading up to the date thing, man, and she still has not mentioned her mans, bro. She's cooked. She's cheating, bro. This might how much time we have left? I don't know if they're gonna go into a second phase, but she on some BS. I'm telling you right now. Like, you hate to see it, dog. Over here getting flashbacks. Like, that one little meme.
Now you got me thinking. I didn't come over here to think.
I feel that.
Good question.
Say it with me. Gold digger. One more time. Gold digger. Shaking my head, man.
We can figure it out sometime. Cause I don't have no plans either for the rest of the day. So, like, what you want to do? You want to?
I thought you said that you had to go drop the keys off to your dad and I was in your way. And now you have free time to hang out.
This is a fast car. That's gonna take me a half hour to do. Then I got the rest of the day to myself.
In LA?
In LA.
I doubt that.
Fast lane.
I doubt that.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. After I drop these keys off, my day is free. So, if you up for it, I definitely would love to take you to the movies or get something to eat or something. them tacos we was talking. What you said, the tacos is good. Him something, you know, something just to continue our conversation.
I don't think I can today.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
Today.
No, not okay. She said I can't today.
I can't today. This is where, okay, look. The other times earlier in the video when she didn't say anything about having a boyfriend, I don't agree with it, but I can understand. I can let it slide. Now he is intentionally asking you out on a date. A situation where it's going to be you and him by yourself. And you still haven't mentioned you have a boyfriend? This is enough means to break up with somebody. Let's be completely honest, because this is what's on camera. And I imagine that her boyfriend isn't with her 24/7. So what about the other hours of the day where she's out and is approached like this? Which leads me to believe that this is the first time she's been in a situation like this. And it obviously isn't. He literally said he got burned by her. So this dude setting up his test, I think is completely valid. Let's say she didn't cheat, you know, that's good. But the fact that she did get burnt was, I don't think he should even be with her after that fact, but he was, and you know, he has some more uncertainty and he does this, valid. But at this point, she's condemned. She cheating, she going, shit. You can shoot on her net, she for the streets, whatever other term you use to describe a woman that acts like this. Or not a woman, a person, because cheating is not exclusive to one sex.
I mean, we got to talk in there a little bit, but I still want to get to know you a little bit more. Just do something to talk, you know, keep the conversation going. So I want to do something, you know, that's fun. You know, we can spend some time on doing. And, you know what? Let's figure it out. What's your number in this phone?
Yay!
I'm gonna pick you up in that Camry over there.
Oh, don't call me.
Don't call you?
I'm just playing.
Just agree.
Wait, did you give him the number? Like she's actually giving him the number. I didn't hear.
That's what I like, okay. Dad, I'm about to text you right now. I'm about to make sure this is the real number.
What you think I'm gonna give you a fake number?
I don't know.
Just how I think you trying to pull off with me in your car.
So we both got trust issues, huh?
Am I safe?
You always gonna be safe. As long as you put your seatbelt on, you good.
And I got your message. I
got
told
it.
you.
All right, bet. That's what I like. I seen it turn blue. You know?
Oh my gosh. GG's, gang.
Damn, there was that verbal confirmation. Jess did end up giving Nigel her number.
I would say, let me take you on a drive right now, but your car is in the way. I'm really about to call a tow truck on you.
I don't know. You're scaring me. I think I need to just move my car.
No, you good. You good. Your car right.
Another spot. You gotta make me.
Don't move it. Because.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
No, it's cool. Trust me, it's alright. Because I'm gonna help you with those boxes inside.
You gonna help me with the boxes inside? I thought you had to take the keys to your dad.
I mean, that could wait a little bit, you know. I'm a gentleman at the end of the day, you know. My stepmom, she should be in there with the wallet. You wanna go see?
Yeah, she's probably waiting on us.
All right, bet. Come on.
Probably gonna have to help me out of here.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, even though she gave out the number, is this a full-on fail? To give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe she just did it to be nice. Or maybe she felt kind of stuck in there and just wanted to get him off her back. I don't know, she didn't really agree to anything, but oh my God, he's opening the door for her.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, calm down. That is a supercar and it's got a tricky door handle.
You good?
All right, bro. What did you think of everything? Because I don't know if he's gonna try something or not, but how do you take everything?
That's done, bro. Like,
it's done. I don't know if he's gonna try anything. He might still.
we don't have to wait. I mean, I'm okay with not seeing.
Well, we could do one of two things. We could keep this going till day 2, see if she actually goes on a date with him, or.
All right. When Sergio asked this question, and I think it should always be asked if you should go to a date too, it's for the purpose of content, right? Now, if it was being the situation and I just found out that my girl, you know, she was gone, I'd want to see a date too. Like, I like to build up on the plot. I think it could be interesting. But we looking at this timeline, I don't think he's gonna go to a date too. And it really doesn't need to. So like, if you ever see any of these going to a date too, it's just for the sole purpose of content. But
if you think this is a fail and this is it, you can call it quits here.
Because she could just be saying this to be safe. Could be saying all this, and by the time she leaves, she's completely loyal.
Giving a stranger her number?
She's trying to get out of here.
I knew she wasn't gonna be ready yet.
Yeah.
We just chill for a little bit, then wait for her.
I don't know.
But again, it's your call. If you want to keep it going, we can. We'd have to.
And he's closer. He's closer.
Nigel brought Jess back inside and he's sitting closer. Is he gonna make a move?
So you still gotta answer me, right? I still wanna know, like, what's one thing you wanna do? You know, so I can get to know you a little bit more, so, you know, we can figure it out.
I like.
You like to eat? I know you like to eat, even though you know.
Of course, I like to eat.
Okay, cool. It's this place called Perch downtown.
Okay.
I'll make a reservation for you know whenever you're ready. Just let me know.
I'm down.
Say no more. You gotta show me something too. I'm new here, so you gotta you know some new food, anything, you know. That's cool. All right. Won't say no more. We gonna figure it out.
All right, bro. I don't know if he's gonna try something, honestly. I don't know if he's gonna try something. He might try something, so I don't know if he will.
Go to a day 2, bro. Or...
Nah. I mean, that's pretty much over.
It's over.
Yeah.
I do agree with you, and I'm not trying to convince you, but I would highly consider taking this into a day 2 for sure.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Nah, I don't wanna.
You don't want to
day
keep it
2. Nah. Let's just.
No day 2?
Nah.
You're not wrong for that.
I mean, if you think about it, bro, right now she's got a lot of room for excuses, and if you go downstairs and confront her,
What do I need to see?
it's not that you have to see anything else.
Yeah, bro.
It's just more about not letting her be able to gaslight you. I feel like right now she can. How do you take it though? It's your call, bro.
He's
It's
not
your
wrong.
relationship.
I know he wants the concept, but Sergio is not wrong.
Yeah, dog. I came to just see what's up, and nah.
It's done. You can see where this is going.
Yeah.
Your dad is probably waiting on
He
you.
is, but it's cool because he made me come over here. He's taking all along, and you know I don't want to leave you.
Technically, Jess hasn't done anything yet. She shouldn't be giving out her number or
Exactly.
agree to see another man like that. But when Roland confronts her, you guys already know what she's gonna say. I think we should take this to a day 2 to solidify her intentions. Roland has seen enough though. It's his relationship and we gotta respect that.
So now,
Nah.
you think this is fixable, workable between you and her? Think you could talk to her, work things? I mean, you guys are planning on moving in together, bro. At least if we end it here, bro.
Nah, there's no talking. Talking only breeds room for excuses and gaslighting. Like, we've seen it time and time again, and I feel like women are especially good at gaslighting. Not saying that me or other males don't gaslight our significant others, but yeah, talking about something like this is just gonna breed excuses and then more uncertainty. Like, let's say you do talk it out, every single time that she interacts or brings up a meal, you're gonna kind of just be brought back to this situation. Maybe you'll just be chilling and she's just not with you, and then she doesn't answer the phone, and so now you're thinking like, damn, like is she cheating on me? So like, it's no fun. It's just a downward spiral. Like, you just gotta exit right here and there. Like, well, we already know how this goes.
If you want to work things out with her and talk to her, you still can. You know,
It's your relationship, bro.
It's your relationship. I know you guys are making plans of moving in together already, but
Nah, it's gonna be like the same as the last one. Like,
Yeah,
it's
definitely pattern
I'm here.
recognition.
Maybe it's not the healthiest way,
Yeah.
but like boundaries are important. And
Yeah.
She broke
if
the
you're gonna sit
boundaries.
here and
Very good and very correct. She didn't cheat on him, but she did break boundaries. Whether or not it was said, I think this is something that's inferred when you're in a monogamous relationship. Having or giving access to somebody of that same sex that your partner is, knowing damn well what their intentions were, because it's not like this is just a platonic meet. Like, he has stated that they are going to go on to a date or be hanging out individually or together, just the two of them, nobody else. What do you call that? That's a fucking date. And whether or not you cheated is up to debate. Some people will say they're cheating. Me personally, I don't think it's cheating, but it is a violation of those boundaries that have been put in place. Therefore, it does lead to the necessity of questioning the relationship, if not a breakup. Me personally, I'm breaking up, which is easier said than done too.
play in my face, like.
what do you think about you going down there talking to her first? You want to do that, or you want to just go down there with the cameras?
Nah, we might as well just all go down there.
Let's do it then, man. Hey, bro, no shame if you want to work things out, bro. That's right, you know.
Your life, your
But
relationship.
she gave him her real number. They're gonna be in communication.
It's not bad that Roland's ending things here. I mean, Jess did fail, she just didn't do anything. I was trying to save him from being gaslit, but I didn't want to force him into a date too. It was probably too late to keep things going anyways, because Jess had already been here for a while. Get your talkies, because you guys already know. This shit's gonna be good.
What's up? What's going on?
What do you mean? What are you doing here? I thought you were there. I thought you were this. Shut up, bitch. You know damn well what you're doing, and just watch. That first question started the gaslighting.
Just giving out your number and
Give me all my number.
you don't see what's going on?
This nigga geeking. This nigga is geeking.
I've seen everything.
What did you see?
You gave out your number, like you're gonna sit here and try to gaslight me, like I literally look what's going on.
What are you talking about?
What the? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean that's cool. You just don't hit me up no more.
What are you
We're good.
talking about?
About what?
What you're talking about?
Hey, bro, what happened?
Her number start with 310.
What's
Call her, bro. Call her.
Yeah, call her.
Oh, damn.
You want me to call her?
Yes. Yeah, call her.
I should FaceTime you.
Wow.
Unless you trying
She's shutting her volume off.
It's funny to you?
What are you talking
So
about?
it was a loyalty test. He was trying to test your loyalty, see if you'd stay loyal to him. This entire scenario wasn't real. Kara doesn't really live here. Armando didn't really redo her kitchen. This house is a rental. The items, you're not really taking it home.
You're really sad in the McLaren though. That's one thing that really happened.
So you made me waste my time getting ready.
Okay, you made me waste my.
Typical. Now she's pinning it on him to make him look like the bad guy, whereas the only wrong thing he did is not trust her and put her on this test, but she broke that trust when she burned him. So it balances out, let's be real.
My time.
Been wasted about an hour.
I could care less about an hour.
I could care less about what you're talking about. I wasted my time and my gas coming over here. Do you know how much gas is nowadays? Or why you would even do all this? I mean, I never gave you a reason before this to even want to do this. It's not making any sense to me. It's making me feel like you're up to something.
Yo, what's good, Striker?
It's not over text. You can't manipulate. Like we literally seen it. Like it's not like you can't get out of this one.
You didn't? I don't.
What did you guys make plans for? Or something? You guys
Well,
to
we
dinner or
didn't.
something?
We didn't exactly make plans.
did.
When he asked you who you're picking this stuff up for, who did you say? Someone, not him.
Someone.
That's true.
Not boyfriend.
Exactly.
He doesn't even know him. What did I need to tell him his name for? Tell him who they were to me.
Well, you had no problem telling me about your boyfriend.
They got her, boy.
That's funny, huh?
It's not funny. It's just a little weird. Like
That doesn't even matter. Like this shit's over with.
She don't care, bro. Kick her
I
to the
know.
curb,
That's what I'm
bro.
talking about. Like that
Kick her
shit.
to the curb, bro. Pack her up.
But you the one who brought me here and did all
all of
this.
this.
How much did you spend on this?
Couple gallons of gas worth of money.
Oh, well, make sure when you're paying them, you pay me too.
Damn. We were gonna, you know what's crazy is we were gonna let you keep the items if you would have passed.
Pass what? I did pass. I'm not talking to him. We didn't do anything, go anywhere. We could have left, but it was my call that we didn't leave.
Yeah, not a.
All right, she's not lying right here, but she's downplaying the overall, like she's nitpicking certain things to make herself seem better in the scenario. You didn't go anywhere, but you gave him your number. You got into the car and you told him that y'all could schedule a date. Now, were you going to act on that? We may not know, but even opening up the possibility of that realm, you could, baby girl, you could. Like, nah, fuck out of here.
I think you're also forgetting the fact that we all watched it. Like,
Y'all, I feel like he was more so putting the pressure on me.
Oh, damn.
Now blaming the decoy.
mean, he was giving off those vibes.
But you folded. Exactly. Like every guy does that. Every guy, there's guys everywhere, no matter where you go, like whatever you're doing. So you just got me up.
Do I do this to you? I don't know what you're doing when I'm not around. Maybe you should have been here today in my shoes.
Yeah, I mean, it's done. Like, what? Okay.
No.
There's still no sorry though. Like,
not giving a.
Like, I hired this dude.
Wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I
Pack
didn't
her
do
up, bro.
anything wrong. I actually did you a favor. I came way over here
She did me a
to
favor.
grab some items for you.
No, she did in the long run.
A whole.
Just first off, like, I tell you everything that's going on in my life, and like, my grandma just passed, and you're gonna literally, like,
You did this. You never had to do this, and we would have never crossed paths. None of this would even be going on today if you didn't do this.
Right.
So it's your fault.
By that logic, that means that if any other dude crossed paths with her, she would fold. That's what that statement means. And how are you going to avoid every other male on the face of the earth? Like, no, bitch, it's not possible. The lack of accountability is loud.
For her
It's
cheating.
definitely his fault.
Wow.
Y'all don't see.
It's your fault for introducing her to her next date. Wow.
Okay. The job that you paid him for, right?
If a girl went hard on your guy, wouldn't you want him to say no?
Of course.
So that's not an excuse.
Double standard, mother.
Well, we don't want you to feel attacked or nothing, you know.
I'm so tired of hearing her talk. I'm just gonna
pack her up, bro.
I think.
You're free to leave whenever you want to. Also, too, by the way.
I think I am gonna leave. It was nice meeting you, though.
Oh.
She's gonna use that.
She go bang her line. And one thing you cannot deny to me is that in some of these cases, I know damn well that some of these decoys have cracked some of these hoes. Like, there is no way you're telling, because some of them have genuinely had a connection. I'm not saying that in a good way, like you have a boyfriend currently or a girlfriend, but I know that some of these girls or these guys, decoy or suspect, they have cracked each other. I know it for a fact.
The number, bro. Wow. Oh, I think we closed the garage door, so we can open it for you, though.
Damn, that last comment was diabolical. I feel like she would have showed up to a day two.
You don't want to work things out with your boyfriend? Talk to him, apologize, maybe?
He doesn't want to even hear me talk. There's no point. So I'm just gonna head out.
I think a sorry would go a long way. I mean, it hasn't gone to that degree of, like, you did something physically
I
bad.
think he should say sorry to me as well. If we're gonna apologize, I feel like we should apologize to each other. I don't really see me being in the wrong. I was here to do something for him.
Damn.
Set this all up. I wish him the best, though.
Sometimes we don't see it.
Facts. It's good you got the answers now before y'all moved
But it
in.
causes bigger issues.
Right. Imagine if there weren't cameras capturing all this. I just would have been green flags everywhere and she doing shit behind your back while you at work or something. Real her. I ain't gonna lie. Her, bro. Do not go back. She don't deserve you, bro. And condolences for your grandmother, bro. We didn't even know that.
We didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
thank you, bro. My hand's hella sweaty, bro. I'm gonna just give you a hug, bro.
Good.
Give me a hug, bro.
Keep your chin up. You're gonna be good, bro.
Thank you, thank you. Feel like I need a drink now.
And that's where I'm going to leave it, because honestly, I don't even know what I just watched. But I want to hear what you guys think. Was the person completely in the wrong? Or is there more to the story that we're missing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we've got plenty more coming. And remember, if you have to hide it from your partner, you probably shouldn't be doing it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Psych, bitch. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. We're gonna do another one. We're gonna do another one. That is so crazy, though. What y'all think about that one? What did y'all think about that one? Welcome to the chat, everyone who joined as we were reviewing that. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Okay, Rudo, what is your, how do I get to your, what's your channel name? Like, how do I get to this video? It was pretty good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, but I'd rather be on to get. I still did a cheater other day, and nobody did a cheater. Facts. I really hope you love this any more than I do. We will find out. You still didn't tell me. Is it on your channel? Like, okay, let's. Is it on your channel? Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna watch something else if Honor does not respond. Okay, yes. All right.
She told my baby to dance to 3. She looked at me, then showed a photo. Baby cried, his eyes were like mine. She told my baby to dance to 3.
Edit. Let's go. W Edit. Shout out Reaper. I appreciate it, dude. Tough ass edit. We gonna like that. Oh snap, I'm sending that to my friends. Hey, you guys go show them some love. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's just watch it one more time, W. Yes, guys, go check out his channel. This is the Honored One. Should we subscribe? I think that earned me a sub. I think that earned you a sub. W Edit. Alright, we'll watch a couple more.
She told my baby.
O DJ aqui do baile faz geral perder a...
Okay, tough.
There's hell in hello, there's an end in friend, there's a lie in believe, there's an over in lover, and there's a good in goodbye. There's fun in funeral. There's hell in hello, there's an end in friend, there's a lie in believe, there's an over in lover.
W.
But I fucking hate when you leave.
W. Okay. Shout out Reaper. All right. Okay, so there is some bunch of things going on right now. Geology is going through some crazy shit. But we could definitely break that down for y'all if that's what y'all interested in. Hey, when the girl that friend-zoned you finds out you moved on. Honestly, let's check it. The friend zone. The friend zone. One of the most heart and gut-wrenching places to be in when liking a woman. The friend zone is like a cage that once you enter, you can't get out until you get the key. Now, is it impossible to get the key from inside the cage? I don't know. We'll find out. But the beauty that comes once you unlocked it and find better things is blissful. It can be amazing. So we got When the Girl Who Friend Zoned You Finds Out You Moved On, a movie by El Haj TV. Let's get into it.
Hey, what you doing here?
You should really lock your door.
Yeah, but this is a safe neighborhood. Ain't no one gonna come in my house.
Well, anyway, I just came by to get my charger.
You came all this way for your charger?
No, not really. I'm actually heading out, going to brunch with somebody, so they're on the way, so I need to charge.
Who you going with?
You don't really know them. It's one of my friends.
Who is he? Where did you meet him? I feel like I know all your friends.
Well, it's actually not a he. You know, it's a girl.
I thought I was your only girlfriend. I mean, best friend, girl best friend.
Yeah, I mean, she's more than a friend. We're trying to be like, you know, we're trying to like get together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where did you meet her?
I met her at the gym last week. You know, we was working out and I helped her with a form, and then we talked and we have a lot in common.
Oh, when you told me you helped someone out with their form, I thought it was just some guy. What's her name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
I've never heard that name before.
It's a common name.
Really? I've never heard of it.
Anyway, I'm about to head out.
Tell me about her. No. If you're talking.
Yeah, you can already see, like, yes, this is a skit, but I can already tell that this is going to use some real life indicators of insecurity and jealousy that a female may feel once she does realize that the dude that had a crush on her has moved on. And I don't necessarily think that the girl automatically just falls in love. I think it's, like I said, out of insecurity and jealousy, because you have to realize typically when you're in the friend zone, the guy is constantly showering the girl with some form of love, whether or not that's calling her phone all the time, checking on her, and or doing her favors. And so what happens is there's like an imbalance. So once all of that stops because the dude has moved on and found another girl, the girl is at a loss. And a lot of people don't like losing things, but females specifically, when it comes to an emotional loss like this, it can revert to her now feeling like, oh, I need to like love this dude now. Now, if I want to either keep that or have something better than what it was initially. So that's probably what's going to go on with this.
Some girl that you like. I need to know who this is.
What you want me to tell you?
I don't know what she look like, you know, like, are you feeling her like that?
I mean, she bad. When she walking, she be poking. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she.
So it's just all about the looks. It's like you don't actually care about her like that.
No, I actually care about her. She's cool. I mean, I like her. You know, she's really not about much. She mind her business.
If she ain't about much, she gonna fall for anything. That's not someone that you should be with, honestly.
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, she just mind.
And look, already trying to what's the word, declassify or denounce a girl, looking for things to like basically shoot down his chances with her. And then watch, I guarantee you she's gonna start saying things that make her seem like a more viable choice.
As a business, she got her own thing going, you know.
Yeah. And what's her own thing?
Like, she's working on her business.
Okay.
So anyway,
Where y'all going?
We're gonna go to Nobu.
I've been asking you to go to Nobu for months now.
Yeah, but like Nobu is a relationship restaurant. I can't just take you there.
Who says it's a relationship restaurant? Drake even goes there.
Yeah, but Drake got Drake money, okay? Like, if you take somebody to Nobu, a lot of times you want to be somewhere if you know, with them.
But you ain't even with Vanessa.
Yeah, but we're trying to get together.
Okay, but people be dating their friends, so I don't get why you never took me there.
Look, I'm not about to do
People be dating their friends. Interesting statement.
this with you, okay? Me and you, we met. You decided it's best that we become friends.
Okay, we ready to watch the movie?
Yes, in a second. I was thinking, right? You know how, like, we're getting older.
Yeah.
And, you know, wisdom and age go hand in hand. I think it would be very wise of us to be in a relationship.
You mean a romantic relationship?
Yeah.
Well, why would you want that? I feel like we have such a great friendship right now, and maybe being in a relationship would kind of ruin that. Why would you want to ruin that?
I mean, it wouldn't change anything. Besides the title, I don't think it would ruin it.
I feel like it would change a number of things.
So you don't want to be in a relationship?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I would just, just something to think about because we're getting older.
Yeah.
I was just thinking maybe sometimes when if we was in a relationship, we could just watch a movie like,
Nah, that just doesn't feel
yeah,
right.
it's uncomfortable, you're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes the arms might get tired.
Right.
Yeah.
That's.
And for those of y'all who are trying to like test the waters to see whether or not like you could get out of the friend zone or if you're even in it, this is the way to go about it. You got to be nonchalant about it, mention it passive, and then also understand that there is a chance that she will say no or not be reciprocal in the actions that you're putting towards. Notice how he was very calm. He brought it up. He was straightforward. He pushed just a little bit after she did deny initially and then settled with the answer. He tried one move. She wasn't for it. Looks like he's calling it quits. That is the correct way to go about it.
Weird.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Okay, but all relationships start as friendships, Like, that's how it'll stand the test of time.
We've been friends for like 4 years.
Isn't it about time?
You know what? I don't got time, okay?
Wait. Are we still going to the movies later tonight?
No, I don't think I can make it.
What do you mean?
Vanessa booked tickets. She want to go see Bad Boys.
But we had this plan for like a week now. We were gonna go see Bad Boys.
No, we wasn't. You don't even like the movie Bad Boys.
I said I didn't like the third one. I never said I don't like Bad Boys.
You literally said last week, I said, let's go see Bad Boys. You said you don't like Bad Boys.
I said I didn't like the third one. I liked the first and the second. I said I didn't like the third, but I might like the fourth.
Well, let's go see another movie because she already booked it, so me and her, we finna go see it tonight.
Yo,
Yeah.
That's like watching the Netflix series without me. That's so messed up.
Man, can you stop? You act like we're a couple. Let's stop.
Okay, we've been together for 5 years. That's kind of like a couple. It's the same thing.
I'll see you later.
Wait. Where you guys gonna go see the movie at?
We're going to Glendale.
What time?
7.
Have fun.
She finna pull up there and start acting out. We already know how this goes.
For sure.
Vanessa. Not him standing me up for this Vanessa chick. Let me get a ticket. Oh shoot, I didn't.
But one thing I will say, if you really trying to get, like, this is gonna be unethical hoops, so listen in. This is a perfect method to really test and see if the girl fuck with you. Get another girl, let her know about it, show her that she's an enjoyment, even mention things that make her sound better than the girl that friend zoned you. And if she fucking with it, like, you might just be able to bag her off that. Unethical in my opinion, but it could work.
That's where they're sitting. I'll bring my binoculars. Seriously, you're not picking up?
This is a baddie. This is also the same quality of woman that will destroy your life. Stay far away from girls that look like this.
Hey, what's up?
Don't what's up me. I've been calling all morning and you haven't been picking up. We were supposed to go work out. What happened?
Oh, I forgot we had that scheduled today. I was actually working out with Vanessa.
Who?
Vanessa, the girl I've been talking to.
Oh, weird name.
Her name is not weird. She has a very common name.
I thought you would have broken up with her by now.
No, we're doing really good. Actually, we just made it official last night.
Don't you think you guys are going a bit too fast?
No, we're moving at the right pace. What are you talking about?
You know what? I think it's about time I finally meet her. So that she can meet your girlfriend.
Who?
Hey!
Your female best friend? You know what I mean. I'll be on my way.
Well, I'm not home right now.
Where are you?
I'm at her place.
Oh, well then just text me the Addy.
No, I can't just send you someone's address without their permission.
You're acting like I'm like a...
Right, chat, let's take a quick break. I do need to take a piss, but I'll be back shortly.
And he forced himself onto me.
and it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did.
This is Kem's ex. This is a girl that f***ed her cousin. So let's see what she has to say. The video title is My Truth. Lord have mercy.
I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of.
Have you ever noticed how someone can get convicted on the internet before there's even a court case? Because that's exactly what's happening right now. One viral post turns into 10 videos turn into 1 million videos, and before you know it, everyone's acting like the story is already confirmed. It is now July 2026, and the ASU frat leader has had some serious allegations spreading across social media. The claim is that he's connected to misconduct involving minors, human trafficking, and a party house in Bellevue, Washington. Some of the posts even said an arrest happened around June 7th, but here's the important part. As of late July 2026, there are still no confirmed criminal charges, no official arrest records, and no verifiable public legal documents that back up these claims. A lot of what's circulating is screenshots, secondhand commentary, and videos from content creators. The community is completely split, some people in the looks maxing and streaming scenes calling it an internet hoax because of the total lack of hard evidence. Others are still treating the rumors as real and keep debating them on Instagram and TikTok. So today I'm going to react to the main videos and posts that kick the whole thing off, look at what's actually been claimed versus what's been proven, and give my honest thoughts in the situation. Let's get into it. So we have This Is Actually Evil by Coach Knowlton, an amazing creator. Feel free to check him out and let's see what he has to say about the ASU frat leader.
He is basically a looks maxer / fitness influencer. It just seems that all of the clavicular orbiters doing weird things right now, including himself. Another cheese pizza situation in the looks maxing / fitness community. Again.
Disclaimer, this video is educational and informative in nature. Do not contact anyone shown in this video. Also, this video is discussing steroids.
Do not use steroids.
This is entirely for educational and entertainment purposes only.
All right, I want to be serious with this one because it's a bit touchy. The internet has made up their mind about this situation already, and honestly, I get it. The name blowing up right now, you've probably heard of it. The ASU frat leader, or Varus, he is basically a looks maxer / fitness influencer who has had some pretty serious allegations made in the past several days. Essentially, there is some pretty dark stuff going on with minors, and there is some of this that is true and some of this that is completely unproven.
100%. We do not know if any of this is fact. We've been given a bunch of information, and from what I know, I'm leaning towards the possibility that Varus is involved to some degree. Even if it's just 1%, I believe that he should be criminally convicted and charged. Anything involving minors, especially to this degree, is downright horrendous and should be looked at as life in prison or the death penalty, in my opinion.
And there is a lot of evidence, and the evidence doesn't look so good. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not here to tell you that he did it. I don't know that. You don't know that. Nobody commenting about the situation knows that. What I do want to walk through is what has been presented thus far, and hopefully, as an adult, you can come to your own conclusions on the situation, which, to be fair, I think will be pretty easy for you after you see what I have to provide. Because genuinely, there is a real case buried in all this. It's just that maybe it's not the one people think. So I want to be careful with how I proceed with this, because all of this is just seemingly vague. It's a lot of vague posting. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I'll, of course, like flag you when I notice this, because
All right, chat. So it looks like y'all, I wanted some gaming earlier than planned. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch a short video and then get into some gaming. The Worst College Love Life Part 1. Let's do it. So we got The Worst College Love Life Part 1 by Blarnell. Let's see what the fuck going on.
Take my clothes off, got everything on display. She takes hers off, I'm liking what I see. And then she pulls down her pants and I no longer like what I saw.
Hey! and don't call. She won't get a call back. No, she want my rags. Little bitch, get back. No, we ain't cool like that. She wanna eat off my plate.
W intro.
Yep, that's me. Laying alone in my dorm room on a Saturday night listening to the Canadian cornball himself, Drake. You may be wondering, how did I end up in this sorry state? What could drive me so low that I dip the ice cubes of my feelings into a champagne poppy melody? Well, that's a long story, kid. A long story about my terrible college love life. But before we get into it, we gotta go way back. Not that way back, nigga, damn. High school, the place where all the popular people peaked, and for everyone else it was absolutely mid or dog shit. If you enjoyed high school, you're either a bully or a mutant. See, where I went, everybody was concerned with busting a nut and finding love. Me, on the other hand, I just cared about playing games and hanging with my boys. You see, having a girlfriend in my school was like a status symbol. If you had one, dudes envied you and other girls respected you, because if you're desirable to at least one person, you must be desirable in general, I guess. Regardless, to say I was not very romantically inclined. Hell, there was this one time this girl had her friend ask me out before summer break. I figured, sure, why not? A girlfriend would be a nice accessory to flaunt around, only I completely forgot we were dating over summer and kind of ignored her calls and spent most of it just gaming with friends. And when school started back up, needless to say, her friends took umbrage with me and she was a bit distraught, and I ended up getting jumped and my ass beat in the hallway before first period. Girls were not on my mind, but the funny thing is girls kept wanting to get with me, which I ain't no handsome Squidward, but I ain't no Nigel Thornberry head ass. But it also perplexed me because the monopoly on women in my school was ruled by the jocks and the wannabe SoundCloud rappers at the time. So I'm thinking one of the jocks or some of them, somebody got tired of those bras and just started lobbing their leftovers to the rest of the general populace. But regardless, I kept getting harassed. Now, listen. There's a point to this. I'm not just bringing this up to pump fake or flex, believe me. There's a point I'm trying to make that's definitely going to be relevant later. I had the mindset that I didn't want to be with anybody. I made no efforts to get in a relationship, yet despite this, girls would just harass me. Not random girls.
This is true, especially if you're not objectively ugly. If you're just chilling, kind of doing your things, you will naturally attract women. They'll just notice that. They'll be like, oh, this dude nonchalant, he's chill, and it kind of gives them a challenge, something that they want to obtain, a reward. So you'll attract women that will obviously try to get you. And so I see where he's coming from. I've had this experience here and there throughout life, a girl that I didn't realize fucked with me. One day had her chance, shot her shot, and things go from there.
But girls that I knew that were in my friend circles, but regardless, they would randomly kiss me when I'm looking away, shoving their fingers up my butt and in my mouth when walking in the hallway, sniffing me, telling me how good I smell, and just generally being too close in my fucking orbit. Then I had a theory I went on to later name the inverse ovary attraction theory. And this theory states that the more standoffish and disinterested you are in female attention, the more it will be drawn to you. Bullshit.
And this is true. I don't know if there's an actual name for this clause or this theory, this action that happens. But like I said earlier, the more standoffish you are and the more disinterested you do act, it does tend to attract women. Why? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you from an evolutionary standpoint why this works, but it probably has to do with not being able to have something, You typically want the things you can't have. That's why reverse psychology works in so many different ways when it comes to this aspect. But yeah, I see where he's coming from. I've seen this for sure.
You say, but when I noticed this, I decided to put it to the test. There was a girl in one of my friend groups who was kind of a dick to me, but I ain't even gonna lie, I was low-key feeling her. I'd always do the lame nigga, can I get a hug around her, compliment her a lot, and just generally being all up in her ass. But eventually, I got tired of her mid-ass attitude towards me. I started just saying, fuck her. So for about a week, I stopped gassing her up and giving her attention, and then, what do you know? I'm getting them hey text messages. but I keep it going. So one day, I'm in the doorway talking to my friend while he in his chemistry class before I gotta go to wherever the fuck I need to go to at the time, where usually I greet the girl in question first and then chop it up with the homie. I just ignored her. And this other girl joins in our convo to tell us, you know, she saw our YouTube video me and my dude made, and she thought it was funny, showing us some love and shit. And then here she comes, just says nothing, and gives me a hug and says hi. And I was like, oh my God, I was right. I've cracked the code. I understand women. I figured out the mysteries of the mythological woman. Spoiler alerts, I didn't. No, the fuck I didn't. But at the time I thought I did, but I didn't. Unfortunately, women are not a monolith and don't all think the same. And as much as I'd like to extrapolate my sample size, you know, of women that confirmed my theory and put it to the general populace, that's just not how it works, even though it would be a lot fucking easier if it did. Fast forward, I graduate high school and the standardized test it wrote in on. I'm in college on my own, doing my own thing, still kind of get it adjusted. And you know, after a few months hanging with the boys and staying up all night playing games, it just wasn't doing it for me anymore. My childhood fancies were no longer hitting the same itch. I started to long for companionship. Now, I don't know if it was the brain, the heart, or my USB dongle fueling this desire, but something had your boy going like, I need me a woman. You know, so I brought out old reliable and employed the inverse ovary attraction theory, and that shit did not work. Shit, I was out on the Esplanade in the middle of campus radiating I don't give a fuck energy, and I wasn't getting shit. I went pussy fishing and came up dry. Maybe the universe knew that I genuinely.
And there's a reason why his theory no longer worked. This theory definitely would work in high school, and it's because of the pool of people that you have. In high school, typically you've known people that you went to middle school and elementary school with, and that group of people is a lot smaller than when you go to college. So this is why the theory changed. Now, if you were to isolate this same theory to specific friend groups, the theory would most likely still work in some scenario. But the reason why it didn't work is because these people didn't know him, and nor did they know people around it. You can't just walk around campus and just hit the nonchalant ass post. Like, sure, you don't know you. You're just some weird ass nigga standing there trying to order farm. So that's my theory to why this didn't work. But that doesn't denounce the initial theory. I just think it's for more isolated scenarios, which is why it worked better in high school.
Wanted female attention now, and because of that, it threw the whole theory.
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Off, who knows? But this wasn't the halls of high school. This was the campus of college. I wasn't just competing against old Jimmy Schmidt and Tyrone who slangs dick. I was going up against foreign mofos, motherfuckers with good hair from across the globe, D1 athletes, engineers, the whole shebang. Putting in the bare minimum was no longer gonna cut it. I was gonna have to put in effort. You know, something I've never had to do in terms of relationships, because I never wanted one until I did. It wasn't enough anymore to beat my meat into my sheets and go to sleep. I needed some body heat. And it wasn't until one night where I was alone in my dorm and my neighbor was clapping some cheeks. And I heard it through the wall. My man was grunting, all feral, primal like. I hear the bed damn near destroying the wall. It sounded like Armageddon over there. He put it in the most work. So I thought, because, you know, then I heard the girl say, you know, look, if you're not gonna try, I'ma just leave. Bruh, I took AoE damage from that shit. I felt that nigga's pain from that shit. But then I thought to myself, if that man can get cheeks, I can get cheeks. Which is probably the worst takeaway from that, but fuck it, it was my logic. So, you know, I decided, you know, to get the confidence up and start going on, you know, dates, asking people out. And these get progressively worse in retrospect. This is probably one of the most tame encounters, which I fucked up myself via my own immaturity, I guess. But anyway, I meet this girl in comms class. We get to talking, and she seems sweet. She seems agreeable. You know, I didn't have a car at the time, and I didn't really feel like venturing too far from campus. You know, she was down with this. We agreed to meet at the campus food court. You know, I get there and there's not a lot of people there, but a good amount, and there was just some badass fucking kids just running around tearing shit up, being all loud and obnoxious. I ignored them along with the rest of the crowd and find her and sit down and, you know, get to chatting with her, and the conversation's going good. It's going all right. We start shooting this shit, we laughing, she smiles, it's all good times. Then I get distracted by them bad, loud ass kids, you know, throwing shit out the window and just, you know, thinking, dear God, kids are fucking goofy and I'm glad I ain't got to deal with them little shits. You know, but then it's like I see them look over here and make direct eye contact with me, and then they run up to our table and I think they about to just randomly fuck with us. But then they turn to the girl and say, oh, mommy, is this going to be our new daddy? You know, and she laughs and tells them to go back playing. Well, I wasn't laughing.
What?
And I wasn't up for no playing. You know, so I said,
bro, this reminds me of this one girl I used to mess with, and she had a kid. And even to this day, bro, I don't know why. I made a pretty good impression on the kid. I think I had bought this nigga McDonald's and like some race car, you know, just like, you know, he a kid, like she was cool. So I bought him some shit. Like, why not? He's a nice little nigga. He let me borrow his mom on occasion. But to this day, since I was always so nice to him, this boy still calls me and he think I'm his dad. That nigga will call me, be like, hey, other dad. Like, nigga, what? I am not your father. But I don't know how to tell that little nigga. And I even told his mom, hey, tell that nigga I'm not his dad. But to this day, like, she'll call me or something. She'll be with them. She'll be like, oh, hey, Timmy wants to say hi. Timmy be like, hey, other dad. I just be, oh, that shit should be having me lit.
all that at the time, so I got up and said this ain't gonna work and just dipped the fuck out of there. I could barely take care of myself at the time. I looked like being a stepdaddy. That shit was a trap and I almost got caught in that shit. Nope. You know, try to hit it up again. You know, I meet this chick at one of the campus anime clubs. You know, she was a little cute 4'9" thing, shortish, you know, but just small and petite. You know, I could fit her in my pocket. Of course, we started bonding over anime, particularly how we both thought Rock Lee was the GOAT and should have been the main character Naruto, but that's a combo for another video. But we decided to hang out more and start semi-dating. One thing I didn't notice at the beginning that became very much so apparent later on was that she was a fucking talker. I know I blab, good Lord knows I blab, that's the whole point of my channel, but this nigga had the gift of gab that would drive you mad. You know, she was the kind of girl that held the whole conversation herself, required only a or from you, and she'd always bring up Harry Potter at the most random of times. Like, everything to her wrapped back around to Harry Potter, but I dealt with it, which was fine for me, because, you know, women love good listeners. Most women just want a dude to listen to them fucking babble about
facts. You can pull or keep a girl interested just by knowing how to allow her to continue a conversation. A lot of gun huns, oh wow, that's crazy, will get you a long way, my boys.
whatever, really. And I figured I could do that, and maybe, just maybe, it'll go somewhere. You know, so one night she come on over to watch Howl's Moving Castle, some Studio Ghibli joint. We snuggled up under the covers, we shoulder to shoulder, all cuddled up, and look, nigga, my neurons were activated, all right? Your boy was on hard mode, all right? She came over to Netflix and chill. It's all dim and sleek, and I'm ready to clap some cheeks, you know? So I look over, you know, give her that look, and she looks at me, and then just mentions how this scene reminds her of a scene from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, not now. I'm on hard. Fuck Harry Potter and this goblet. I want you to gobble on this Harry Pot. And she keeps going on and on, and I got deflated, bro. I felt the energy leaving me, and you know, I just got weary, and she kept going and going. Fuck, the movie's not even on at this point anymore. She's still going, and eventually I just fell the fuck asleep. You know, I tried to hold on, but I couldn't. And then I wake up to my roommate fucking tapping me awake, and I look over, and her ass is gone. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And he tells me he came in around 2 a.m. and saw her in my bed still talking. He ignored it, gave it a minute, but when he started to get ready to go to bed, he asked us, air quotes, if we could be quiet or take it outside, and she took the biggest offense to it, apparently saying we're having a good conversation, just wear your gaming headset, we're not even talking that loud, and a big argument fucking happened, and he kicked her out. You know, I'm getting all this info from his POV, and honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Nigga, if my roommate ever came into my room and then spoke to a female like that, I'd beat that nigga's ass. Even though, yes, she was being annoying. Like, you gotta talk to me about that, not her. Like, what the hell? She ain't do nothing to you, bro. Yes, she was being a little loud, but that's something that you gotta speak to about me. Like, you cannot be kicking one of my hoes out. That's absolutely crazy.
I'm glad that she's out. And it's saying that she was doing all that talking, didn't even realize I was fucking asleep. Just babbling. How self-absorbed. And I'm like, that wouldn't have worked anyway. Alright? When my roommate says sorry and blah blah, I just cut him off and said, thank you, and just went back to fucking sleep. Now at this point, I'm trying to think, do I want a deep, fruitful connection with someone, or do I just want to you know, I'm a late blooming ass nigga who doesn't even know what he wants from his emotions, so I consulted my resident pussy whisperer friend Roch, who gets more ass than anyone
we can do some gaming after this video.
I knew at the time. You know, I told her my struggles, and she said I should try it. I say try one. She says just fucking. I should find someone that's DTF. I mean, it's a college campus. I can find someone and just go from there. You know, no connection, no nothing. It's what she does, and admittedly, it's been working for her since we got on campus. You know, she was the stud savant. But it made me kind of nervous because as I recapped in my high school endeavors, I wasn't interested in women. So essentially at this point, I was a flat-out virgin. I didn't know anything about fucking. Everything I knew or thought I knew was from vids from X-Hamster. There's no goddamn way my dick was gonna bend the way them dicks was bending in them videos. But I kept this to myself and told her, fuck it, sure, you know. So she took me on a night of the town. We hit up a frat party, you know. She basically pushed me into the social deep end because she found her some groupies and went off to do her own thing and shooed me off to do mine. So as I'm wandering around, I eventually catch out of this, you know, pretty little blonde girl, and she pulls at me, tells me she likes my outfit. I say the same, and we exchange some meaningless dialogue, you know, but then she eventually asks if I want to make out. I hesitate. I look over at Roch and affirm my decision. I say yes, and we start making out. And it became readily apparent that this motherfucker was down in them hoes, bro, because I inhaled a whole distillery of White Claw sucking face with her. But also, like I said, I didn't date much before this, so I don't know what to do with my tongue while making out. I'm basically jousting with this broad's uvula. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But eventually she pulls off me and grabs me by the arm and leads me to the upstairs of this house. You know, I look back down at Roch and she catches my look, gives me a thumbs up, and I'm going up there, you know, I'm starting to think, you know, this clearly about to lead into some freaky stuff. And I'm wondering, like, do I want my first sexual experience to be with some random half-buzzed white girl on some random frat party on a random Thursday night? Unfortunately, none of these thoughts were being processed by the head that was required for the processing at the time, so I just go with it. You know, so she pulls me into the bathroom, we do a little more making out, she leads me to sit down the toilet, she starts unzipping my pants, and I'm thinking, holy shit, I'm about to get top. Like, it's about to happen. Oh shit, I don't know what to do. Like, should I give her a little pat slap on the face with it? Like, do I pat her on the head like she's a dog? And, you know, I don't know what the fuck to do. You know, but I figured this is more of a passive, you know, activity. I really just gotta sit here and just, you know, enjoy the show. And as I look back down, and as she's, you know, pulling me out, you know, I look at her and I'm like, are you okay? Because she's looking kind of fucked up. And she says, yeah. And I'm like, you sure? Because again, you're looking kind of fucked up. And she kept insisting she was fine, and she was not fine. The bitch threw up all on my lap, all on my head. And I just sat there. I just sat there and
You about to get topped off for the first time in your life, and this is your experience? Shit, I may never want to top again. That is insane. She threw up on the nigga lap, bro. What? Shy.
Stared as my manhood was covered in regurgitated White Claws and most likely Starbucks mocha lattes. And I'm just thinking, God hates me. I have sinned or pissed this nigga off, and this is divine retribution for something. You know, so I just defeatedly stand up, dick dripping white girl batter, and just walk over to the sink and wash myself off. And I think I started crying a bit too, like one tear just dripped from my eye, because I was like, why? Like, I want love, can't find love. I want to fuck, can't fuck. This is madness. And I hear a knock on the door, and Roch bursts in, acting all happy like she was interrupting me and thought she was being a troll. And then she just sees me in my defeated, goopy, dick-stained state and just stares at me. Looks at my dick, back at me, then at the white girl, then back at me, then back at my dick, then back at me, and just asks, is it time to go home? And I'm like, yeah, it's time to go fucking home. Now, you may think that I've just given up, but I did not. After taking a long-ass hot shower and scrubbing thoroughly till the skin fell off, I took the advice of old Rocky and kept on going with the punches. So I basically used Roch as my own DTF dispensary, and I asked if she could put me on with any girl she knew, preferably not studs, you know, so I can continue to try out this whole fuck without emotions thing. And she hooks me up with this one girl who, by her own admission, was a free spirit, and from my mind, that just means she's a hoe, but I'm a hoe too, so we can just hoe it the fuck up, so that's cool with me, you know. So regardless, we skip the BS and get right into talking about doing the deed, you know. And she asked if I eat out, you know, and me capping out my ass said, yeah, you know, I eat out, I've done it before. Cap. And she said, you know, after classes, if I want to, I can come over and nibble on some carpet. My words, not hers. And I'm like, sure, why not? And the whole day, I'm just thinking about what I've committed to. I don't know how to eat box. Why did I lie? Why did I cap? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Whole time I'm feeling like J. Cole. And I'm thinking, eating out is foreplay for what's to come, which I also haven't done. So I'm trying to recall the knowledge I've learned from X Hamster, X Videos, Pornhub, Spank Bang, all that to prepare myself. Class is over, night comes, I head over to her dorm room. We start talking about useless shit, and then after a while she gives me that look. You know, so we start kissing and shit. And then I'd like to say she gently guided me down to her nether regions, but no, that nigga had that gorilla grip. I thought she was about to crush my fucking skull. She damn near forced me into that gooch. I was about to eat that shit whether I wanted to or not. So as I'm down there looking at the eye of the beast, I'm thinking, I have no clue what the fuck I'm about to do down here, homie. I employed all the tactics I learned from the greats. I tongue blasted like Yoshi and started tongue flailing like I was SpongeBob getting ready to play the clarinet. I had no clue what I was doing, but then I started to taste liquid, so I was like, okay, I must be doing something right, like she got some gushy going on. But then I noticed these juices taste rusty, like
pennies.
Like I was sucking on a fucking penny. So I pull back and I just see blood. It's just all down there, all around my mouth, and I'm like, no, the fuck.
This nigga been going through hell, and I've had a decent amount of experiences, and I ain't never had some shit like this happen. That boy must be a vampire. Way he was eating that blood. Ain't no way.
And she looks down and says, "What's wrong?" and goes like, "Oh, yeah. So does this mean you're done?" Oh my fucking God.
That's actually crazy, but that means he may have been doing a good job if she asked if he was done. You know, like, you know. Me personally, I'm done, but I would take that compliment.
Bro, am I done? Am I fucking done? This bitch had me making love to a broken ketchup bottle, and she's like, am I done? As if I fucking continue. I've never wanted to shoryuken a woman more than I did in that entire fucking moment. I am not a woman. I do not have a vagine, but I'm pretty sure you motherfuckers run on cycles. You know when it's gonna happen. Probably not precisely, but a general idea. I was bam fucking boozer. I went the fuck off and got the hell out of there, bro. You know, and so I left, rinsed the fuck out of my mouth with every goddamn cleaning thing I could find. I told Roch this, and she thought that shit was funny, calling me Count Blackula and shit. I wanted to beat her ass too. As a DTF provider, I give her services and her fucking clientele a 0 out of 5 fucking stars. And you might be thinking now I've given up, but I haven't. My resilience is cockroach made. I'm not giving up yet. Yes, these stupid, gross, disgusting fucking occurrences are happening, but it can't be forever. There has to be an eventual win. If everyone had terrible luck like this, no one would be born. I wouldn't be born. It's clearly possible to have a loving relationship and or a normal fucking sexual experience. It's clearly possible. I just have to keep trying. I should have gave the fuck up. So a week goes by me just giving the fuck up on this madness. You know, I'm just keeping to myself. I'm just chilling. And one day while I'm on the campus Esplanade, you know, I see this one girl and I say, you know, sure, why not? You know, I spit some game and we hit it off, and you know, it goes from there. We hang out, we chill, we game, and then things start getting a little more personal. You know, we start talking about sexual and goofy stuff. You know, I tell her about all the dumb shit I've encountered in my dating life. I tell her the highlights, and she finds it funny, which in retrospect, you know, I guess it is. At the time, it was fucking not. How I avoided catching something is beyond me, but I wish my luck extended just past that alone. You know, but as we delve deeper into these sexual topics, she asks if I'm a top or bottom. Now listen, at the time, I thought this meant that if you're a top, you're the one who rides on top. And if you're a bottom, you're the one that's on the bottom getting rode on. I was a fucking inexperienced virgin. Don't you judge me. Don't you shame me. I was just a fucking baby. So I say a bottom, and she asks if I'd want to do the deed, you know, sometime if I'm up for it. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I like her. You know, it's been going on a few weeks now. Things are great. She seems normal. I haven't heard shit about her period in the time that I've known her. Sure, why not? A couple days go by, we link up. I meet at her dorm while her roommate's out, and of course, you know, we start kissing. No gorilla grip into the box, no kids popping out of anywhere, not a whiff of a Bloody Mary. She seems sober. It's all going right. I take my clothes off, got everything on display. She takes hers off, I'm liking what I see, and then she pulls down her pants and I no longer like what I saw. A big old log of a dick and some boulder nuts just drop flop down by a very insultingly large margin, mind you. And she asks if I'm ready, and me still coming to terms with what the fuck is going on, you know, as ready for what. And she says, you know, to receive me to bottom. And that's when it clicked. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. I don't give a fuck if it's a misunderstanding. I'm irritated. I'm not about to let you fuck in my ass. My butthole is an exit only. It is a do not enter. I get sore one of my turds comes out too wide. Ain't no way I'm letting this nigga stick the Empire State up my shit. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is a misunderstanding. I didn't know you.
This some shit you could never get out of me if it actually happened. What you mean? She better what? Jesus.
You were trans and I didn't know you wanted to fuck me in the ass, you know. And then she goes off, starts calling me a bigot, and I'm transphobic, saying I was down to fuck, but now that I see she has a dick, I don't want to anymore. And I'm like, yes. I thought there was only one dick going into this equation. Now you add yours and now it's dick squared. I didn't know this was the math problem I was signing up for. And I'm trying to say I'm not transphobic. I'm none of that. I just don't want to get fucked in the ass. I wasn't mentally aware that you were coming into this encounter with the peripherals you were coming into this with. I thought this was a one joystick co-op game. I didn't know you was rolling up with the adapter. Regardless, I'm putting my clothes back on, but this motherfucker is still yelling and calling me transphobic and a bigot. I'm like, I don't fucking care at this point. I just want to leave. But then there's a knock on the door and it's the fucking campus security who are doing rounds and heard all the noise. And she answers the fucking door with her dick still out, telling them I catfished her, bitch, cap, reverse. And I'm this and that dick just flanging. I'm trying to leave. And they're like, no, sir, stay here. What dorm do I stay in, sir? What's your student ID? What's my number and shit? And ma'am, please put some clothes on. And I'm just fucking trapped and embarrassed. I wanted to jump out that fucking dorm window like I was Crash Bandicoot. I didn't give a fuck if it was the 7th floor. I wanted out. But eventually she gets told to put on her clothes and everything gets resolved. Air quotes, and I'm like, you know, allowed to leave, and she calls me a fucking prick on the way out, which was the problem. I didn't want to get fucked by her prick. That was the whole problem. So as I'm walking back to my dorm late as fuck, I'm just defeated. I'm depressed. I think I was crying a bit again, and I just stick my middle finger up and say, fuck you, God. And God probably like, what do you say fuck me for? I ain't got shit to do with this. But anyway, I returned to my dorm defeated, weak, and I just strip and collapse in my bed. Which brings us back to my sorry state of affairs in the beginning. My fledgling love life was trash, and I had given up on all hope. But then there was a knock on the door, you know, and I forced myself to get up to open it. And when I do, it's one of the security guards that knocked on the door back in Penny the Pie Pricker's dorm, you know, and apparently I left my meal card in her dorm and she was returning it to me. And I say thanks, and I do a double take, and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking she was kind of cute. Now you may be wondering, did this lead to anything? And the answer is yes. You may also be wondering, was the result good? And the answer is, of course it fucking wasn't. If you know anything, know that as far as college was concerned, matters of the heart and sex were terrible for me. And it all fucking sucked. But that's for a part 2, because for now, I'm done retelling and reliving this shit. And shit, honestly, I think I might need therapy.
Hey, W video. Shit, it can be hard out there for us men. And if you a young buck trying to get some play, just know that consistency is key. Even if you go down, you know, you gotta keep trying. If you ain't into that, it's also respectable. But I do appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you guys are new, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe. If you are on mobile, please hype the video up. It does help me out hella. We drop it almost every day. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Shit, bye. All right. None of the boys hit me yet. Let's see something. So there was one more video I wanted to watch. So what's the more in this? Let's see. Alrighty, chat. Alright, guys, welcome back. We got some of y'all may know Mikey Williams. He was a popping basketball player back in the day. Ended up getting caught up in some gang shit instead of keeping his head down. And so he kind of went out. I think he beat his case. I'm not too sure. I've searched up to figure it out. But time has passed, and so we about to figure out what happened to Mikey Williams. He just turned 22. Let's get into it.
Oh, look, Mikey Williams' potential in the NBA is, I think, done. I think it's done. I don't think we're going to be seeing Mikey Williams in the NBA.
Mikey Williams has now turned 22 years old, and the way he lives now is sad. There is no other word for it. Not long ago, he was the most talked about teenage basketball player in the entire country. Every major outlet was covering him. NBA superstars were posting about him. Corporations were writing him checks before he ever played a college game. The world had already decided he was going to be a star. But somewhere between that moment and right now, everything changed. Off-court troubles derailed his path. His career stalled in ways nobody saw coming, and the future that once looked inevitable suddenly became uncertain. The story behind how it all fell apart is more complicated than most people know. Stay with us until the end, because this one is worth understanding fully. To understand what Mikey Williams is right now, you have to go back to where this all started. Before he turned 18, before he played a single college basketball game, before any of the legal headlines, Mikey Williams had already become one of the most recognized young basketball players in the entire country. That is not an exaggeration. That is just the reality of what this kid was. Growing up in San Diego, California, Williams possessed a combination of raw athleticism, explosive leaping ability, and an instinctive scoring touch that made scouts and coaches stop everything they were doing and pay attention. He was putting up numbers in high school that seemed almost unreal. As a freshman at San Ysidro High School, Williams averaged nearly 30 points a game and at one point dropped 77 points in a single contest, breaking the school's single game scoring record before he had even started shaving regularly. 77 points in high school. Let that sink in for a moment. But what truly separated Mikey Williams from every other talented teenager in America was not just what he could do on the court, it was what he was building off of it. At a time when social media was beginning to transform how young athletes were discovered and marketed, Williams arrived at exactly the right moment with exactly the right skill set and exactly
with the right skill set, which is what makes this so sad. Because I remember, like, there was a point in time where you get on Instagram and if you saw anything regarding basketball that wasn't the NBA or even was the NBA, this nigga always came up. And so it was just sad to see his downfall. And the thing is that he does still have some fame and notoriety. And so I hope he's able to pivot that and at least like have a financial gain from all of this. But yeah, this dude went down the deep end for sure.
the right personality for the digital age. His dunks went viral. His mixtapes circulated across YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter with the kind of organic momentum that marketing agencies spend millions trying to manufacture artificially. LeBron James himself praised the kid. NBA stars were posting about him, sharing his clips, and essentially validating to the entire basketball world that this teenager from San Diego was the real deal. Before he even played his junior year of high school, Mikey Williams had amassed millions of followers across his social media platforms. More than 3 million people on Instagram alone. He was not just a basketball prospect, he was a cultural phenomenon. He was a brand, he was a story that America had already decided it wanted to follow all the way to the NBA. And that kind of attention brought the kind of financial opportunity that most professional athletes do not see until after they have already been drafted. When Williams was a junior in high school, he made history in a way that nobody had ever done before in American sports. He became the first American high school basketball player to sign a major footwear endorsement deal, inking an agreement with Puma that made national news and sent shockwaves through the sports business world. Think about what that moment represented. A teenager still in high school, not yet committed to a college program, had convinced one of the largest athletic brands on the planet that he was worth investing in before he had played a single minute of college or professional basketball. That does not happen unless the people writing the checks believe with total confidence that this player is going to become one of the faces of the sport for the next decade. Puma was not making a gamble. They were making what appeared at the time to be an obvious business decision. Mikey Williams was going to be a star, and they wanted to be attached to that star from the very beginning. The expectations that followed were extraordinary. As Williams entered his final years of high school and began navigating the recruiting process, he was not being recruited as just another talented prospect. He was being discussed as a future lottery pick, a potential franchise cornerstone, a player whose combination of talent, marketability, and cultural footprint could make him one of the most valuable young athletes in all of professional sports. Blue blood college programs came calling with the kind of aggressive recruitment reserved for once-in-a-generation prospects. Analysts on ESPN and CBS Sports were already projecting his trajectory. His Instagram numbers were growing faster than his already impressive statistics. The narrative around Mikey Williams was not a question of whether he would reach the NBA. The narrative was about how quickly it would happen and how dominant he would become once he got there. Nobody was writing cautionary tale articles. Nobody was raising red flags. The entire basketball world was simply waiting for the next chapter of what everyone assumed would be an inevitable success story. On November 5th, 2022, Williams made it official. He committed to play college basketball at the University of Memphis under head coach Penny Hardaway, himself a former NBA star and one of the most respected names in the sport. The commitment was another headline, another moment that validated the trajectory everyone had mapped out for this kid. Memphis had a history of producing NBA talent, and pairing Penny Hardaway's coaching pedigree with Mikey Williams' unique combination of skill and stardom seemed like a perfect match. The basketball world applauded the decision. People circled the date of his college debut on the calendar. Everything was moving exactly the way everyone expected. And then on April 13th, 2023, everything stopped. Word broke that Mikey Williams had been arrested in San Diego County following a shooting incident at his home. The details that emerged were serious and immediately alarming. According to prosecutors, a car arrived at Williams' home carrying several individuals, and shots were fired at the vehicle. The arrests generated national headlines within hours.
And so see, just off of that, like, people pulled up on him and he was protecting himself. Obviously, we don't know the whole situation, but just off of what this YouTuber just said, you would think nothing wrong. Now let's see what old boy has to say about this.
Every sports outlet in the country, every basketball analyst, every fan who had followed his rise with excitement was suddenly talking about something that had absolutely nothing to do with basketball. The story that had been building toward a triumphant college debut and an inevitable NBA future had taken a turn that nobody had anticipated and nobody quite knew how to process. One moment, Mikey Williams was one of the most celebrated teenage athletes in America. The next, he was facing criminal charges that carried the potential for a decades-long prison sentence. The legal case that unfolded was as serious as anything a young athlete in this country had ever faced at that stage of their life. Prosecutors filed 9 felony charges against Williams, including multiple counts of assault with a deadly weapon and charges related to firing into an occupied vehicle. 9 felonies. For context, a single felony conviction in the state of California can permanently alter a person's life, eliminating employment opportunities, professional licenses, and in the world of professional sports, raising the kind of red flags that organizations simply cannot ignore. 9 of them stacked against a 20-year-old kid who had been, just weeks earlier, preparing for his college basketball debut, created a level of uncertainty that was almost impossible to overstate. The Puma deal, the college commitment, the NBA projections, the millions of followers, none of it mattered anymore because all of it was suddenly secondary to the question of whether Mikey Williams would be spending the foreseeable future in a courtroom or in a prison cell. The University of Memphis responded the way any institution would when faced with that level of legal uncertainty. Williams enrolled at Memphis in the fall of 2023 and took online classes, but the basketball program did not allow him to practice or participate with the team while the criminal case remained unresolved. Months passed, his teammates were getting better, building chemistry, developing under Penny Hardaway's system while Williams was watching from the outside. The development that should have been happening was not happening. The college experience he had planned for, the basketball growth he needed, the exposure in front of NBA scouts that every young prospect depends on, all of it was on hold. For a player whose career depends on maintaining and building on momentum, standing still during what should have been a defining developmental period was a quietly devastating blow that did not get nearly enough attention in the coverage of his legal situation. The legal process finally reached a conclusion in November 2023 when Williams entered a plea agreement. He pleaded guilty to a single felony count of making a criminal threat, which represented a dramatic reduction from the original 9 felony charges that prosecutors had filed. By accepting the plea deal, he avoided the possibility of the kind of extended prison sentence that would have ended not just his basketball career, but fundamentally altered the entire course of his life. The court sentenced him to a year of summary probation. Eventually, as he complied with the terms of that agreement, the felony charge was reduced to a misdemeanor, no jail time. A path forward that, at least legally speaking, gave him the chance to return to basketball. But here's the part of this story that the headline writers moved past too quickly. The legal outcome, as favorable as it ultimately was compared to what he could have faced, did not erase the damage that had already been done. Public perception had shifted permanently. The conversation around Mikey Williams was no longer about lottery picks and endorsement empires. It was about second chances and character concerns and whether the kid who once seemed destined for superstardom could even hold a roster spot at the college level. The momentum that takes years to build, the kind of momentum that Williams had accumulated through thousands of hours of work and millions of hours of media attention, had evaporated in the span of a few months. And in the high-speed world of modern basketball recruiting and scouting, that kind of lost time and lost momentum is extraordinarily difficult to recover. Puma ended its endorsement partnership with Williams following the controversy. The deal that had made history, the agreement that had positioned him as one of the most marketable young athletes in the country before he ever played a college game, was gone. Other sponsorship opportunities that might have materialized in a world where his trajectory remained uninterrupted simply never arrived. The business infrastructure that had been quietly assembling around the idea of Mikey Williams as a future superstar quietly disbanded. Companies that were once eager to attach themselves to his rising star were now calculating the reputational risk of being associated with a player whose name was primarily appearing in legal news coverage rather than basketball highlights. The financial consequences of that shift were enormous. We are talking about millions of dollars in projected earnings, opportunities that, once lost at that stage of a young athlete's career, almost never return in the same form. After the legal case resolved, Williams made the decision to leave Memphis entirely. The program had made clear through his actions and through the long delay in clarifying his status that his return to the basketball team was not a priority for the university. His attorney said as much publicly. Williams entered the transfer portal and committed to the University of Central Florida, adding a prayer emoji to his announcement and writing 4 simple words that captured everything. All I needed was a chance. It was a phrase that hit differently when you understood what the previous year had looked like for him. Here was a player who had once been pursued by every major program in the country, who had been celebrated by NBA superstars, who had signed a historic endorsement deal as a teenager, now simply asking for someone to let him play college basketball. UCF gave him that chance. But the 2024 to 2025 season at UCF was not the triumphant comeback that his supporters had hoped for. In 18 games with the Knights, Williams averaged just 5.1 points per game and 14 minutes of floor time per contest. Those numbers were not the production of a projected lottery pick. They were not the numbers that prompt NBA scouts to rearrange their schedules. For a player who had once averaged nearly 30 points a night in high school and had been ranked as the top prospect in the country during parts of his high school career, averaging 5 points in limited minutes at the college level was a sobering reminder of how much the interruption had cost him. The development gap, the lost seasons of competitive basketball, the disruption to his confidence, his rhythm, and his professional trajectory, all of it showed up in those statistics in ways that were painful to watch for anyone who remembered what this kid was supposed to become. The transfer portal became his destination once more. In April 2025, Williams committed to Sacramento State University, a program undergoing a dramatic transformation of its own under the newly appointed head coach Mike Bibby, the former Sacramento Kings star and NBA point guard, and with NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal serving as the program's general manager. It was a fascinating combination of circumstances. Sacramento State was rebuilding itself around big names and major personalities, and Mikey Williams fit that narrative. ESPN Shams Charania reported the move. It was news again, and for a moment it felt like the kind of fresh start that might actually work. And to be fair, Sacramento State gave Williams something UCF never quite did, a starting role and the opportunity to be the centerpiece of an offense. His 2025 to 2026 numbers reflected that change in role dramatically. At Sacramento State, Williams was putting up over 17 points and 4.5 assists per game, showing flashes of the talent that had once made the entire basketball world stop and take notice. There were individual performances, including a 34-point game against Idaho State, where the old Mikey Williams reappeared briefly and reminded everyone watching that the skill had never completely disappeared. The question was never whether he could score basketball. The question was always bigger and more complicated than that, because NBA scouts, as the reporting made clear, remained unconvinced. Draft analysts were direct in their assessments. Despite the improved statistics at the college level, the level of competition at Sacramento State is not the level that NBA decision makers use to evaluate prospects in the modern draft era. Averaging 17 points against Big Sky Conference competition is a very different thing than averaging 17 points against the ACC or the Big Ten or the SEC. The players Williams was dominating at Sacramento State were not the players he would be expected to compete against in the NBA. And when scouts looked at the bigger picture, they saw a player who had spent years bouncing between programs, who had demonstrated inconsistency at a higher level of competition, who carried the legal history that organizations with millions of dollars invested in roster decisions take very seriously, and who was now putting up numbers in a conference that did not typically produce NBA rotation players. The projection that multiple analysts shared was not encouraging. The consensus among those who scout the draft professionally was that Williams was currently trending toward being undrafted, a conclusion that, when placed alongside the trajectory everyone once mapped out for him, is almost too stark to sit with comfortably. And then came another setback.
And you got to realize, like, after going through that legal stuff, I imagine that his mental was just completely tarnished. Like, just having to question every day whether or not your freedom could be taken away at any given moment is already more than enough. And so I see why his stint at UCF was bad. I do like the fact that at Sacramento he did better, but as you saw and heard in the video, the analyst said that he wasn't competing in a conference that was determining or was against the type of players he'd be playing in the NBA. So sad to hear. It definitely is.
During the 2025 to 2026 season at Sacramento State, Williams missed 10 games due to injury, including the final 8 games of the season. In a situation where every game matters enormously for his professional case, where every performance is another data point that scouts are watching, losing the back end of his season to injury added another obstacle to a journey that had already accumulated more obstacles than anyone could have predicted. The path that once ran straight and smooth toward the NBA had become something else entirely, something winding, uncertain, and marked by detours that nobody who watched him play in high school could have imagined. So why does all of this feel sad? That is a word that gets used a lot when people talk about Mikey Williams now, and it is worth understanding exactly what that word means in this context. The sadness is not simply about the legal situation, as serious as that was. The sadness is not simply about the statistics or the transfer portal or the endorsement deals that disappeared. The sadness comes from something deeper and more human. It comes from watching enormous potential, the kind of potential that appears genuinely once in a generation, get redirected by a series of decisions made when a person was still a teenager. It comes from understanding that the gap between who Mikey Williams appeared to be at 17 and who he has become at 22 is not the result of a lack of talent. Scouts who have watched him closely will tell you that the athleticism is still there. The burst, the court vision, the ability to get to the rim, none of that vanished. What happened was something that no basketball drill can teach and no coaching staff can install. What happened was the irreversible loss of time, momentum, development, and a singular window in a young player's career when everything is either accelerating toward a destination or quietly beginning to drift. There's also a broader lesson embedded in the Mikey Williams story that the basketball world has been reluctant to discuss openly. The ecosystem that elevated him to cultural superstardom before he finished high school, the social media machine, the viral highlights, the $1 million endorsement deals before a college debut, the national media attention, none of that infrastructure was designed with a teenager's long-term well-being in mind. It was designed to extract value from a remarkably talented young person at the exact moment when that talent was most marketable. What it did not account for was the pressure that level of attention places on someone still growing up, still making the kinds of mistakes that every young person makes, still figuring out who they are and how to navigate a world that had decided before they were old enough to fully understand the stakes that they were going to be a superstar. That does not excuse the decisions that were made. The events of April 2023 had real consequences, and the people involved in that situation faced real harm. Accountability matters, but understanding why someone in that position might make poor decisions, understanding the environment that surrounded him and the pressure that had been building since middle school, understanding that the same ecosystem that celebrated his dunks and packaged his image for corporate partnerships did not necessarily prepare him for the weight of all of that attention is part of telling this story honestly. Mikey Williams was never just a basketball player to the industry that built itself around him. He was a product. And when that product became complicated, the industry moved on quickly and efficiently. The human being left behind was 20 years old and facing 9 felony charges. That asymmetry deserves acknowledgement. What remains for him now is a question that only time will answer. He has eligibility remaining. He has a Sacramento State program behind him, with Mike Bibby coaching him directly. A man who spent a career as an elite point guard in the NBA and understands better than most what it takes to make that leap. He has shown in individual moments that the talent is real and that the ceiling has not completely disappeared. If he can stay healthy, stay focused, continue developing his decision making and his efficiency, and find a way to produce consistently at a level that makes NBA organizations look past the history and see the player, there is still a version of this story that has more chapters to write. But the honest assessment, the one that is supported by the evidence and the reporting and the draft projections and the statistics, is that the road to the NBA from where Mikey Williams stands right now is genuinely difficult. It is not impossible. Players have come back from harder situations. Basketball has a way of rewarding persistence and punishing premature conclusions, but the comfortable, inevitable path that everyone assumed he was walking is long gone. What exists now is something harder, longer, and far less certain. So here's where we stand. Mikey Williams grew up in San Diego and became one of the most celebrated high school basketball players in American history before he was old enough to vote. He made history as the first American high school player to sign a major sneaker endorsement deal, partnering with Puma in an agreement that signaled to the entire sports business world that this teenager was going to be a superstar. He committed to Memphis under Penny Hardaway, carrying the expectations of an entire sport on his shoulders. Then came April 13, 2023, the arrest and 9 felony charges, the national headlines that shifted everything. He navigated the legal process, avoided prison, and eventually had his charge reduced to a misdemeanor, but not before losing his endorsement deal, missing years of critical development and watching the enormous momentum that had been building around him since middle school slowly dissolve. He transferred to UCF and averaged just over 5 points in limited playing time. He transferred again to Sacramento State, where he found a starting role, put up better numbers, and played under Mike Bibby and Shaquille O'Neal in the program trying to build something new. He missed the end of the season with an injury, and he currently sits at 22 years old, outside of any serious NBA draft conversation, still searching for the breakthrough that once appeared to be a foregone conclusion. That is the story of Mikey Williams at 22. And what makes it genuinely sad is not any single piece of it in isolation. What makes it sad is the totality of it, the gap between what was and what is. The gap between the teenager who made LeBron James stop scrolling and the young man now grinding for minutes at Sacramento State. The gap between the Puma deal that made history and the transfer portal submissions that barely make news. Not because he is a bad person, not because he lacks talent, but because of decisions made in a difficult moment at a young age, in a life that had been under intense public scrutiny since he was in middle school, and because the basketball world does not wait for anyone to figure themselves out. At 22 years old, Mikey Williams still has time. There are still chapters left to write, still games to be played, still moments where the talent that made the whole world pay attention could emerge and change the conversation. The next stage of his career is not written yet, but the one thing that is certain is that whatever comes next will need to be earned in a way that the original version of his story never required. Because that version, the easy version, the inevitable version, the version where a kid from San Diego walks straight from high school highlights to an NBA roster with a Puma logo on his shoes and millions of fans watching every step, that version ended on a spring night in April 2023, and it is never coming back. What comes next is up to him. And that might be the most important thing anyone has said about Mikey Williams in a very long time. If this story hit differently than you expected, drop your thoughts in the comments.
Man, yo, shout out Mikey Williams. One thing I'm going to say, shit, you're not done until you quit. So if you hear this, Mikey, keep going. I feel like you can get to it. It does suck that all the stuff happened in the past, but it's about what you do now. And you already know the vibes. But if you guys did like this video, go ahead and drop a like. I do post almost every single day. We be in here, we be streaming, we be gaming, we be having fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're on mobile, go ahead and hype this video up. And I hope you guys have an amazing night/day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, chat, we're going to take a little break and then we're going to hop onto some game. Have you ever noticed how someone can get convicted on the internet before there's even a court case? Because that's exactly what's happening right now. One viral post turns into 10 videos turn into 1 million videos, and before you know it, everyone's acting like the story is already confirmed. It is now July 2026, and the ASU frat leader has had some serious allegations spreading across social media. The claim is that he's connected to misconduct involving minors, human trafficking, and a party house in Bellevue, Washington. Some of the posts even said an arrest happened around June 7th, but here's the important part. As of late July 2026, there are still no confirmed criminal charges, no official arrest records, and no verifiable public legal documents that back up these claims. A lot of what's circulating is screenshots, secondhand commentary, and videos from content creators. The community is completely split, some people in the looksmaxing and streaming scenes calling it an internet hoax because of the total lack of hard evidence. Others are still treating the rumors as real and keep debating them on Instagram and TikTok. So today I'm going to react to the main videos and posts that kick the whole thing off, look at what's actually been claimed versus what's been proven, and give my honest thoughts in the situation. Let's get into it. So we have This Is Actually Evil by Coach Knowlton, an amazing creator. Feel free to check him out and let's see what he has to say about the ASU frat leader.
He is basically a looksmaxer / fitness influencer. It just seems that all of the clavicular orbiters doing weird things right now, including himself. Another cheese pizza situation in the looksmaxing / fitness community. Again.
Disclaimer, this video is educational and informative in nature. Do not contact anyone shown in this video. Also, this video is discussing steroids.
Do not use steroids.
This is entirely for educational and entertainment purposes only.
All right, I want to be serious with this one because it's a bit touchy. The internet has made up their mind about this situation already, and honestly, I get it. The name blowing up right now, you've probably heard of it. The ASU frat leader, or Varus, he is basically a looksmaxer / fitness influencer who has had some pretty serious allegations made in the past several days. Essentially, there is some pretty dark stuff going on with minors, and there is some of this that is true and some of this that is completely unproven.
100%. We do not know if any of this is fact. We've been given a bunch of information, and from what I know, I'm leaning towards the possibility that Varus is involved to some degree. Even if it's just 1%, I believe that he should be criminally convicted and charged. Anything involving minors, especially to this degree, is downright horrendous and should be looked at as life in prison or the death penalty, in my opinion.
And there is a lot of evidence. And the evidence doesn't look so good. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not here to tell you that he did it. I don't know that. You don't know that. Nobody commenting about the situation knows that. What I do want to walk through is what has been presented thus